Alrighty.
So
are we good? Because I'm set
I
over
think
on my
we're
end.
good.
I mean,
Ben's just all excited for his first player kill. That's like directly a player
No, it's
kill.
not my first player kill. I killed. I don't want to say I killed Elric because that was
Roach killed
that
Elric.
was no, Roach didn't do it.
Well, I mean,
Roach didn't kill
technically
Elric.
he did. Technically.
Technically he
Technically,
did.
well,
The
if we're
first
really
time.
gonna get technical,
The first time he did. The second time that was like a joint effort. But I did kill a PC in the other game, and then the first session with his new character, she got petrified.
Fuck.
so I'm just double checking before we start because the invisibility cloak that I was wearing is damaged. It means he can see me. Yes.
Yes, the cloak gives you advantage on stealth checks if you're moving at half speed. So if you're like huddled under it, like sneaking around, you get advantage. But it's like tattered and torn, so it doesn't serve as like a complete invisibility shroud.
Okay. Right. So
And I did mention that once or twice before and how that worked, but because you guys didn't have an actual handout for it, I think it got lost in the shuffle. So
Yeah.
So now all of our magical items have handouts.
So, well, I did a bunch this morning, like some that are out in the world that could be found, and I know I did a couple that you guys have on you. But if there's a specific item you want a handout for, so you have that information, is there anything anybody specifically wants right now?
Whatever you can. It really doesn't have to happen necessarily now.
Well, I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm just gonna make a note to.
Oh, okay. I was hoping that you could
why is Tog so loud today?
Calm down.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've literally had to turn you to 50% volume and everyone else to 150.
It's probably just because last week he was ill. Last week maybe he was quite quiet to you, and so you put it up maybe.
No, I didn't change him. I haven't changed him
Forever.
since he played. Yeah, since he started playing. I mean, I play like PUBG with Tog in the week, so like.
Yeah.
Question, Ben. I don't think I've ever asked. What happened with that wand that the Beholderkin took?
Locks, would you like to
The what wand?
the wand that the wand of paralysis. that Coswin had that the Beholder took? Well, the Beholderkin was a Gouth that he took. Do you remember what happened?
He ate it, didn't he?
No.
That's not one of the things I sold.
Nope.
Then what happened to
Still
it?
in your,
Okay,
it's just
well,
still in your bag.
That's okay. I didn't, this was a while ago. I didn't necessarily know if he would actually remember, but he had it on him when Artlocks went down there to investigate, and he got his he was in his dying throes. He got a couple words out. Artlocks basically did this to him, flew up above him.
Oh, it blew up. Yeah.
Emptied a cask of oil on top of the Gouth and then threw a torch on him. And then the Gouth detonated and exploded, and there was just this concussive blast of fire and magical energy that radiated out from it. And that's the last you guys knew.
Great.
Yeah, forgot about that. Well.
It's a very interesting thing to forget about, Midge.
Hey, Artlocks has been through a lot.
And you remember the sword.
Yeah.
You remember the sword. Couldn't get it away, but you remembered that.
Well, it's because it was attached to the body I put in the bag. And it was blaringly obviously stuck out, and I remembered my shield. I'm sorry, I didn't.
I just realized that wand of paralysis would have been really good for the rock burrowing monster we fought last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, in all fairness, between Artlocks and Rebecca, you guys had those two monsters
Locked
pinned
down.
down for 50% of the time.
Well, I mean, we had him locked down, but the one kept getting away.
So-
he was doing.
Mechanically, Ben, is what I'm going to ask is before I make my first move, because I need to decide whether I need to hide more
We're gonna have a
or get faster away. Yeah, I'll do this after the recap, but it's just if I used invisibility, would he still see me?
Not as far as you know.
Okay.
Unless he has true sight or a seismic detection or anything like that.
I mean, if he had true sight or tremor sense or something like that, he could suss you out. But as far as you know, you'd be invisible, and you'd be invisible and have advantage at stealth checks.
Okay.
But okay, because I'm streaming, you're streaming. Would anybody like to do a recap for a little bonus here?
Well, I think I'll give it a shot. It's been almost 6 months since I've done one.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
You don't want Tog to do one, so please.
If I remember correctly, last week we started inside of the mansion that looked different on the outside than it is on the inside. Right at the tail end of that, and we got to a staircase, and Sir Hadrian disappeared. We found out later that it was a demiplane or some sort of subplane that a creature made, a personal thing that is fixed of briars and is murky and just shit. It's a shit place.
It's
Full of
It's
goat
just
men.
shit. It's full of
pocket dimension.
what do they call it? Fawns, I think. Is it there?
Satyrs.
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 They're grumpy. They're annoying.
Yeah, we encounter. Well, actually, before we did that, we started our way deeper into the the briar forest, and randomly just came across music, and I think it was Sir Hadrian that got hit first,
Two people.
And Artlock.
and Artlocks. Sir Hadrian and Artlocks got hit first,
just
no doubt
started
because of
dancing.
his elf ears, and started dancing towards a Stonehenge-like place. Then I got hit, and so did Perry. And it came down to Rebecca, and after the first round of combat, Rebecca was taken out of the combat.
Well, no, not necessarily, because I couldn't move, but I could fight.
I'm talking about maybe, yeah, but either way, we had to deal with
They're only moving
a-
unhinged,
uncontrolled, uncharmed,
yeah,
unmusically
Yeah.
dancing
person.
person.
We're all river dancing.
Yeah. So we all river danced around like a Stonehenge-like place against the center obelisk, and while doing that, we fought a rock creature. I forget what its exact name was.
It's called a Korid. It was basically like
Korid.
a rock satyr, basically.
Yes. And also its hair, I think, that was cut by steel,
Yeah.
so its hair became a sentient
Yeah.
steel like coil that was fighting Rebecca, and also a summoned rock elemental at a
It's
certain
the first
point.
elemental
But,
you guys have fought in.
yeah, no, that was scary as
They
shit.
kicked our ass.
Because fire doesn't do a lot to a rock elemental.
Osmond's only approach to destroying things.
Luckily,
But-
Harry was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mr. DPS.
Perry was there, but he didn't hit anything all for a long time because he was dancing away from everything.
Destroyed that
And
rock.
Man, I had a lot of fun
yeah.
with that encounter with Otto's irresistible dance and all you guys just like jigging around.
Then, after we finished that, we talked with the satyr that was already inside of the Stonehenge-like area, and got him to take us to his village or settlement or whatever. And we spent the night there to regain all of our HP and our spells and everything, because that encounter fucked us a lot. Actually, Cosmin got closest to death in that encounter.
A lot of failed saving throws.
He was one death saving throw away from having a new character join the party in the middle of this demiplane.
So it's like, okay, what kind of satyr do you want to be, Cosmo?
Yes. And we ended the session going to a mansion that the person who created this demiplane, allegedly created this demiplane, lives in, or we think lives in. And Artlocks went out ahead with the damaged cloak of invisibility to try and do some scouting, because we heard some rumors of a beast patrolling the outside. And then he failed a charisma saving throw, the one thing that he can do better than almost anyone else in the party. And he failed it by a lot, and he's now a mutated demon, Artlocks, who is
He's just
deformed.
really
So to put it into perspective, I get a +7 to charisma saving throws, and I failed.
So in terms of mechanics,
I rolled a 4.
Oh, actually, no, I have a better charisma saving throw than you.
Yeah, because you've got a higher charisma because of the ring.
Is physically
Right.
deformed. His speed is cut in half. He has disadvantage on all ability checks, saving throws, and attacks that are based on strength or dex.
It doesn't affect his charisma, even though he's really ugly now.
No,
It's not looks. Charisma. Well, I mean, charisma is not all your looks. Like the stats.
It's how
more
you
just
speak,
your
how you
type, yeah.
wave your
It might
words.
affect it a
He
bit.
still has the voice of an
I've got
angel. It's just coming out of the guy from RoboCop
Like,
at the end.
Yeah, like if
It's
if
coming
he was
out of
trying-
Paris Hilton in Meet the Spartans.
Paris Hilton like mixed with Morgan Freeman.
So like because he's so ugly right now, if Arlox was trying to like seduce a dryad, he might have disadvantage because he's
Ugly.
a hideous beast. But I mean, like if he was just talking to someone, his rolls would be normal.
And I mean, and I can
thing that
heal
you-
every time we
the
long
thing that you
rest,
do that.
but that might not be until we're back in Rend. So I'm going to start
You
this
love
off
charisma.
by using my loot and casting invisibility on myself. You know, the real invisibility.
Okay, so you feel the horrible pains of your body disforming underneath you. You realize shit's going down. You bust out your loot and twang! You cast invisibility.
Power chord. And with that, I am now going to begin crawling away.
Just begging for the sweet release of death as you crawl away.
So in terms of where you are right now, you're basically like on the outskirts of a ruined city. It's crumbled buildings, half walls, and streets filled with rubble. And you've cast invisibility on yourself. You've got the damaged cloak of invisibility over you, and you're just like combat crawling away from this. And behind you can hear the heavy like. Of these big heavy footfalls, and every time it hits the ground you can feel the vibration underneath you, and you can see the little pebbles like vibrating on the ground around you.
Power chord with or without distortion. Maximum distortion.
Rebecca, if I remember
Magical
correctly,
distortion.
you cast what was it?
Foresight?
Clairvoyant.
Clairvoyance, that one.
Yeah,
Clairvoyance at on one of the highest towers.
Yep.
On like the Gothic mansion that you're near. And if I remember correctly, takes 10 minutes to cast.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you've got a little ways to wait before you start getting sight through it. All right. Let's see. So, okay, Artlocks. As you're crawling away, you can see, the flagstones underneath you starting to like give way, back to the earth, the dirt that is starting to overcome this fallen town here. You look behind you and you can see the back of the beast just
Plodding
moving
away.
parallel to your plane of travel. It has gone past the street that you had popped out from and has moved further on.
I'm just going to sprint it back to the guys.
What's your normal speed?
30, so it's at 15 right now.
So you're more hobbling to us.
So
Yes,
I mean,
master.
Technically you can.
All I'm seeing is
You
that guy
are-
from RoboCop.
No, you're the deformed Spartan from 300.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
which is the Paris Hilton in Meet the Spartans.
Okay,
Because it's a
I've
piss
never
take of that
actually
film.
seen Meet the Spartan.
Yeah, it's 300, but it's the piss take
Yeah,
sort of
it's-
comedy
yeah.
version, and they have Paris Hilton as the deformed one.
Oh, that movie was horrible. I remember watching that.
Yeah, do you remember?
That was a piece of shit.
Yeah, it was like following on with Disaster Movie and Epic Movie. Epic Movie still being the better one of all of them.
I mean, carrying on from Scary Movie
Yeah.
purposely.
Yeah.
Good
Oh,
film,
God.
I thought.
That's not.
After that, though,
That's not the appropriate tune for this. But anyhow,
Wow, that was
Lexus comes back, playing his lute, and just going.
okay, so you're just gonna make your way back through the field to where the rest of the party is is camped basically.
Well, I mean, Artlox, you haven't even seen yourself.
No.
So
I can feel it though.
Yeah.
You know you're in horrible pain, but
Okay.
Okay, Ben, can
so
I
moving
history
back-
check to see if I would know what that thing that just transformed me is?
Given your Fey ancestry, yes, you can.
Yeah. Because...
And actually, yeah, because of Fey, I'll say advantage on that because of your Fey ancestry.
21.
You are fully well aware that what you saw was a cursed giant native to the Feywild, known as a Fomorian.
Oh good! It was what I think it was! I'm gonna...
Did you go scouring through the monster manual for that?
He did at the end
Last
of the last one. He was
session,
like,
do you not
he was
remember?
Like, what match is this? What match is this?
And it just came up, I was like, oh dear. Oh, fucking hell. So am I back with the party?
It'll take you a little bit long because it took you about like 3-5 minutes to crawl through the field in the first place. Take about twice that to get back now. So about 10-20 minutes pass by where you guys you guys are watching for movement, and every once in a while you could see like the tall grass part just a little bit, moving slowly towards you. And after about 10 minutes, you see nothing because he's invisible.
I'm just gonna...
Are you gonna keep it that way, Artlox?
I'm staying invisible for a while, yeah. Until this spell runs out, which is an hour, so I've got another 40 minutes of invisibility.
Well, for your concentration, as long as
You could drop it at will if you want.
Yeah, well, I know. But, Psst. Psst, Goswin. Goswin.
You just hear
Wand?
the voice coming from.
Is that
from
you,
beside
Wand?
you.
Psst. No, it's Artlox. It's Artlox.
Okay.
I have a problem.
Do you have an extra set of britches?
You're invisible, so I mean,
yeah.
it's
I'm
pretty much
hi-
anywhere. You can go anywhere.
No. I ran into a Fomorian.
I don't know what that is.
They're a cursed giant, and now I've been cursed.
Okay.
I don't look like me. Please don't kill me.
Artlox, I'm bright blue.
he's a fucking avatar.
And with that, I'm gonna be like dead in front of him and
right in your
uninvisibility.
So what?
Wait, hold on.
Roll for not murdering.
I'm on 4 HP right now as well, so I will.
So you're talking to me, and Cosmo's just like looking like this, just around trying to figure out where you're talking from,
And then
you uninvisible. Well, Cosmo looks forward, and this is just formed Artlox from, and Cosmo just goes, ah!
what you see in front of you is you could definitely recognize that it's Artlox, but he's got one eye that is nearly bulged out of the socket, and the other one is almost swollen shut, so it's just this little slit. His skin has started to turn like an ashen gray, and there's these big, like, buboes looking black tumors erupting all over his body.
Cosmo makes a scream, then he goes, "No, you look great. you look good."
Cosman, Constitution saving throw.
Ben, has my spell gone off yet?
Yes.
Okay,
Coswin, you start feeling that, like, acidic bile taste in the back of your throat.
Hold on, I'm gonna go unrelated. Just get me.
Cosman starts
I hear
retching
none of
into a
this.
nearby bush.
I hear none of this because I'm in my spell.
Yeah, you are.
I'm just
You
sitting
are
tranquilly
inside
in
your
the
own
corner.
mind, just waiting for the clairvoyance to overtake your mind. And as you do, all of a sudden you gain sight. You've got like a telescopic view from the top tower in this gothic manor, and you can use.
Why
it to
didn't we
look
do
around.
that first?
I don't know. You guys make
Why
these
You
decisions,
decided
not
to
me.
go!
Guys, Artlox is back.
Yeah, you all see the same thing. You see Artlox standing there, hunched over, horrible visage standing there.
Ben, can I sense for evil or good?
Yes, you may.
Do I sense anything?
You look at him, not immediately noticing that it's Artlox. You go to ready nudge to attack the great beast. You then go into that momentary hesitation, and you get that pleasant ode to Artlox smell wafting back off of him. You definitely don't get the evilness. You don't sense evil coming, and you smell a little bit of his cologne.
Goes into bag of holding, gets out perfume, sprays it.
It makes me feel pretty.
So I'm stuck like this until I find a way to heal myself.
How are you going to be able to heal yourself?
Lots and lots of rest and not looking in mirrors.
Ointments and perfumes.
So yeah, there is a Fomorian. From my history check, Ben, how much do I know about them? Do I know everything, or?
You only rolled a 12.
21.
No, he rolled with advantage. He rolled
Oh,
21.
right, advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah, he got advantage on that. Let's see.
I mean, as in, would I know their like what they were? Would I know?
You know their history. You know what they were. That they were a race of magically inclined giants native to the Feywild, who thought that they should lord over the realm. Basically, they warred with all the other races, and
They were punished.
in their hubris, they were. They were, they thought they were the most beautiful species of giants there were, and in their own hubris and their violence, they were cursed, and they turned into the Fomorians. You know that they, they speak Giant and Undercommon, is what languages they speak, and they are, even with their horribly mutated eyes, they are very perceptive. And they are capable of passing on the curse.
So yeah, I say that.
If you had gotten a crit on that, you probably would have known how to the specifics of the curse. But
Yeah, I just know that
Quite
they
high
can
enough.
pass on their curse, and
Can I do a history check to see if I know anything about the curse, how to cure it? I used to be during my history thing. I was a scribe, so I might have learned about it on my travels.
specifically checking to see if you know how to cure a Fey curse.
well, what's your deity again, Parry?
Hermes, the messenger god.
Is it? Oh, that's.
I'm gonna have to say.
This information, my guy likes that.
It's true, but
Are
this
you-
is a
okay,
weird
are you
bit of information.
Are you trained in medicine?
I trained in medicine. 1 second. No, I'm not.
I'm gonna say no on that then.
I'm trained
Cosmo
in
is.
history.
I'm trained in medicine.
Cosman.
Yeah, Coswin.
Remember, I
Medicine.
performed Togg's. Well, I performed the
performed
abortion.
Tog's abortion.
Yeah, Aquilas's abortion. Yeah, I
yeah.
forgot about that.
If anybody who's trained in medicine can take a check to see if they know how to cure this fake curse.
All right, Artlox, I
Wonder
have a
Aquila
0
skill
in wisdom,
adventuring.
and this is a wisdom-based skill. So good luck. 12.
No, not. You don't know.
Yeah,
This
well,
is.
I'm not gonna. I'm sorry, Artlox, but I'm not gonna waste Ben luck on that.
You're more
fine.
accustomed to like poultices and teas made of herbs and
Fake
medicines found in
curses
the
is a
wild
little
on
bit
the
out, yeah.
material plane. This is a magical curse native to the Feywild. Unfortunately, this.
I never
is
took
beyond
Fey
expertise.
101. It was
Yeah.
an elective. I didn't.
Or, I mean, you probably took Fey 101, but you probably never went into the
The advanced
into
courses.
never went to 102. Never got
Supposed
into
to use
did the
101.
fire.
lab.
I took a lot of fire control.
I have
courses.
this is a totally unrelated question, but it's just reminded me of something. Ben, if we wanted to learn languages, how would we go about that?
if you wanted to learn another language, that would be a downtime activity over the course of probably at least a few months, and you would need to. And then the time it would take would be modified based on how you were trying to do it. If you were like teaching yourself from a book, it would take longer than if you hired a teacher.
Okay, cool. That's just what I wanted to know, because I was thinking, I speak Elven, but I don't speak Sylvan, and that's come up a lot. I mean, I've got the spell tongue, so I can touch
Isn't
myself.
Sylvan just like the Latin version of elf?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So it's like, yeah. So I was thinking,
Basically.
okay, if I buy some books, I might be able to pick it up.
yeah.
So
yeah.
just a question, Ben, because I was already thinking about this before.
Mhm.
Because I spent like however many downtime months we had during the time jump, like getting to know the magical users in Karna.
Mhm.
I know some high level wizards or magical practitioners in Karna, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Then there's a good chance some of them might have Cure Curse as a spell they can do, especially the
You know what?
wizard I know.
That was one of the spells I could have taken if
I'd have to dig out the notes on Karna, but you know that Flockus, which is the guy that you dealt with several times, the magical practitioner, has basically a monopoly on trade in magical goods there. You know that Dinkit is a contact that can do underground sorts of things and has been known to procure items for prices.
I didn't mean magical practitioners
And-
as in people who can
and
cast
there-
magic.
There is a temple to Paylor in Karna that does have a I don't have his name right in front of me right now because it's in my notes in my binder here, and we're not in Karna at the moment, so I didn't have those out. There is a priest to Paylor, the non-father, in Karna, who is a decent level magical practitioner.
All right, Lux. I don't know how to fix this, but I might know somebody who does know how to fix this potentially.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
good-
Cool.
We might not want to go straight back home when we get home.
Yeah. Understandable. And well, we can always.
We may want to put you in a cart with a covered top and just.
I mean, I could just hunch over in the cart with the tattered invisibility cloak on and
He's
just.
the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
the Hunchback of
I
Red.
mean, if we could fix my mask, we could always just put that on your face.
Just need a bell tower now.
Okay. Anyway, on to the matter at hand. That there's one of these things that we probably need to defeat to get into the castle.
Why do we need to kill everything some days? Just...
I mean, I want vengeance right now. So.
I mean, you don't have to kill things. That's all this killing is 100.
Okay.
Well,
The
most of
only
time it's completely
other
up to
option
you
is
guys.
I now go talk to it with no health.
Speak either of the languages.
I can use my spell tongues to touch myself and therefore
It's yourself.
yes, touch myself with tongues. Okay.
I don't think
You
you
are
need anything
one
to do that.
flexible.
I've got a high acrobatics skill.
My.
You guys see Arlox walk behind a tree.
But
and
yeah,
start
that
going,
would be the spell.
Yeah, I could probably just get past them by turning into a goat.
You can't speak it though.
Just walk past.
Tongues means you can understand a language, but you can't speak Undercommon or Giant.
Yeah.
Say I just maybe walk past as a goat. They won't care. They'll be like, oh, it's just a
Moreover,
goat.
when the
Watch,
target
you
speaks,
wouldn't be able
any
to-
creature that knows at least one language and can hear that language understands the target what it says.
When the target speaks, and the creature that knows at least one language and can hear that target understands what it says.
Yeah.
So if it talks to you, you can understand it.
Yeah. It works like
Yeah.
TARDIS.
Any
Well-
spoken language it hears. You
So
have to hear
they
the-
have
you
to they
hear
have
the
to
language
speak
spoken.
first. Yeah, they have
Yeah.
to speak first, and then I gain the ability to speak their language.
Did it look talkative last time?
Oh yeah, I'll say that's fine. Yeah, that's a good interpretation of this spell.
Yeah.
Or
But
we
it would
could-
have to speak. It would have to speak first. it's kind of like the universal translator in like Enterprise. You need a little bit of you need to get the target to speak a little bit, and then it'll kick in.
Yeah,
unless they don't want to have Hoshi be a principal character in that episode, then it works.
Yeah. Unless they have plot armor. Then
Sorry,
it's fine.
that was a Star Trek joke. Don't worry about it.
I did watch Star Trek Discovery, by the way.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Is it?
Well, the main character has two settings: brooding and muteness.
Yeah,
I did
character
hear Michelle Yeoh's in
like
it.
schizophrenic. Michelle Yeoh's in it, she was great, but the problem is that her character's dead.
Yeah, no, that's my biggest problem. They're like, oh, hey, look, we got a.
I loved her character, and then they were just like,
we got a female Asian captain. It's a groundbreaking. Now she's dead. She's dead. She's still in there for 2 episodes.
by any chance, did you?
Maybe they couldn't afford her. She's pretty
It seemed
expensive.
like they copy and but we're just gonna go off this tangent really quick, and then we'll move on. It seemed to me like they copy and pasted plot points and scenes from the JJ verse and put them into this one, and we're just like, hey, that worked pretty good over there. Let's just change the characters, but film the exact same scene.
Oh yeah, no, I'm expecting by the end of this first season, the Beastie Boys are going to show up at least once.
Right. Let's
Okay,
continue.
Let's move on.
What's the plan, guys?
I mean, we could just go try killing it.
What
I
do
mean, I'll need to heal first.
Okay, Rebecca.
Is there no other way?
Rebecca, you're on like a telescopic mount, basically. Are you specifically looking for anything?
I am looking for more of the creatures that we saw.
You can see. Roll a perception check for me with advantage.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. You could see one large form moving through wide streets in this ruined town. You can see it just slowly,
Yeah, are there any other creatures?
methodically. You don't see anything else
Okay. Second,
moving.
I'm going to be looking for ways into the manor. Like, I assume, if I remember correctly, the way you described it, there was a fence around.
It's kind of
The manor itself?
It's kind of built up a little bit, like on a bit of a precipice, and there is a large, like very formal-looking stairwell that leads up, and then there's like buttressed arches over like a large section that clearly leads into like an entryway into it. But from because you're on like a tower of the mansion, so you can see like straight down, but you can't see around to the other sides and stuff
Right.
like that. That's basically what you could see from that, vantage point.
Okay. Alright, so I'll also be looking from there. Are there any, like... It was common in medieval times to have drainage from the sides of wealthy places. Would there be, like, any noticeable, like, water drainage system that's going out of the manor?
Not that you can see.
Okay. Alright, then I'll spend my action and change from seeing to hearing.
Okay, your vision goes dark, but all of a sudden you can hear faint breeze moving past your magically teleported ears, basically. And you can hear these thunderous footfalls as they move through the town.
Okay.
Slow and methodical.
Artlock, I have a question. Do you have an illusion spell?
Yeah, I think I got minor.
Just minor?
Yeah, at the moment. I've never used it, so I never thought to grab major.
Yeah, minor illusion. You'd be able to create like the visage of like a small animal.
How big is
stationary?
How big is a satyr? How tall is it?
It's like 2-3 feet tall. It's like the size of a gnome.
Except more annoying, if that was even physically possible.
He's still there. By the way,
I'm
like,
mistaken,
leaning
I
up
don't
against a
actually have it on
tree,
this
like,
character.
like
Oh
munching
yeah,
on
we
some
have
vegetables.
that cannon fodder that went with us. Oh, well, also,
He's got his
Could
eyes.
create a.
He's got his eyes stuck on art locks, and he's got his little notebook out.
I'm going
we
to,
could hold on. We could. I could create an image of a satyr that was running away from the creature and draw it away, and then we go in behind. Then the rest of you guys go around.
I'm also going to dispel my spell after I've got what information I could get, and then stand up, turn around to art locks, and we're just kind of.
I will say though that those creatures aren't stupid. They're
But it
not.
doesn't have to be. Well, that's the thing, though. It's still. I'm very good at magic.
Okay.
I'm not
well,
very good
you
at
have-
sneaking.
Do you have minor illusion, Roach, or do you have major?
Minor illusion, but a minor illusion can still create an image of an object that is up to 5 feet in a cube, and a satyr's, would you say, 3 or 4 feet, so that it would be tall enough.
You could make a minor illusion of a.
It can't create sound, smell, light, or any sensory impact, but it will look correct. Physical interaction will reveal it, but it can pass through things. So what I'm thinking is I just create it right at the edge of its sensory and start running away from it. If it's...
I don't think you can make it move. It could be stationary.
Does that actually say that?
It doesn't specify, but I think major illusion does.
Again, minor
Yeah.
flaw.
Major illusion specifically says you can make it move. Minor illusion doesn't specify, so I'm going to say minor illusion is stationary.
I still create a sound out of its direct line of sight. Like
I
what?
think
Like
you can
footsteps
create a
getting-
sound or an image.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can create a sound out of its line of sight, like satyr hoof steps, getting louder, stopping, then getting quieter as they're running away when it gets close to him, and then maybe that'll be enough. I mean, what else do we? Oh, do we want to fight this thing? Look what it did to art locks.
No.
I mean, no, but
Speaking of what happened to art locks, you hear a very undignified scream.
Yeah, you can make those noises for a minute. You just have to be within 30 feet.
I
of
mean,
where you're casting it.
all we'd have
where
to
you
do
want
is
it.
find a way to blind it. It's got one eye.
It's got 2 eyes. One's huge. One's like the. It's a little, you're like a mirror image of it. Basically.
Yeah, well,
it's got
okay,
this one
so-
big bulbous one, and then one little like split eye.
If we find a way to blind it, we'll be fine. Or you guys will.
Just fire like a fireball into its eye.
I mean, I've got this pulls out longbow.
I mean, it's not a fireball's not that accurate. It's more of an area of effect thing. A fire bolt, like maybe, but I'd have to be pretty accurate, and I'm not that accurate.
If we all hit it
like,
with a
if you're-
ranged weapon, like targeting its face.
For the sake of mechanics here, we've used this before, but I'm gonna specify. If you're doing a called shot, your attacks are gonna be with either
Disadvantage.
disadvantage probably or an AC buff to them. Most likely disadvantage.
Does anyone have any light-based magic? Sunbeam, daylight, anything like that? No, right.
I
Great.
just light. I have light as a cantrip.
Yeah, he's got light.
I was gonna say if we could see this is where my idea of imbuing a rod of like metal with the sunbeam or the light or the daylight
flashbang.
spell. Yeah,
Yeah.
the flashbang would have come in perfect. Would have come in perfectly.
Yeah.
Just crack that son
know
of a bitch and
what?
throw it over the
You-
wall.
I can't wait until you make this thing, and then one of you. Have you ever seen like the clips of like you know like reservist training, and then the guy at the front of like a room clearing team goes to throw the flashbang in, and it hits the door frame and
Inks
bounces
off the
back
door.
outside.
Yeah.
And then we get murdered.
Cover your eyes and ears.
I had a really cool idea for my Starfinder character. It's kind of a grenade thrower guy that's like that. It's like a...
Grenadier from XCOM.
Yeah, I was kind of doing a combination of that and... Has anyone played League of Legends?
Yes.
You know the character
long time ago.
Singed?
Yes.
Yeah, mix, swirl. He's basically got a giant shield and throws acid flasks at people.
So we don't have anything to blind it directly, except getting lucky and hitting it. And can anyone here actually use a longbow?
Me.
Yes.
I can make it
Okay.
laugh.
I've got a crossbow and a longbow on me.
Wait.
You got a lot of shit on you. You got the
Does
bag.
anyone
Wait,
have a range?
wait,
Can
yes,
anyone
that's
use a
what-
ranged weapon? I can make them laugh.
No. No, she means you can make the creature laugh and then
Yeah.
incapacitates it. And
Yeah.
when
No,
I
I get it.
laugh,
Just
your
the
eyes
question
are
you were
like
asking
closed.
was just like funny.
But then it has to
Well,
fail
happens
a
to that
wisdom.
much,
It
What
has
if
to
you
fail
sit
a
there
wisdom.
going like this?
Yeah, he's still incapacitated. So he can't focus. Also, Artlocks, you're going to have to explain to me what the fuck is wrong with you.
It's a fake
our
curse
loss.
given to me by Fomorian. That's the one.
What
Sadly,
the hell's
by
a
this-
Fomorian?
They use
What we're trying to-
they're a load of
what we're
giants.
debating.
They're a race of giants from the Feywild. They used to be the most beautiful and handsome race like ever, and they decided, hey, we're so beautiful, we should be in charge. So they warred against all of the Feywild, and for their crimes,
Lost?
they no, I don't think they lost, but a load of people cursed them. And now they're the ugliest creatures, and they have the ability to spread their curse. Is what they did all over my face.
Oh, so they made the pretty elf boy ugly.
Yeah.
Right.
If
Sadly, by
we-
this
ironic.
time, Hadrian's just given up on being surprised by anything that happens with you fuckers. He's just like, oh well, yep, okay, normal day with this group.
Yep.
What will Daddy think of you now?
All right, so we could blitz them. We could blitz them with a Tasha's Hideous Laughter from both of our spellcasters that can do it.
Like
'cause I think-
utility spellers.
Yeah,
You
by
know
both
what
of you
would-
guys, and that could incapacitate it, and then we could leave it.
And then just run away. Yeah.
What do we care about the rest of this place? For all there's no other way out of here. It has to be in there.
And
Yeah.
it's not concentration. And it doesn't go away.
So our flashbang's just going to be a good joke.
Yeah.
It'd be a
Exactly.
damn good joke.
It's going to be. Now the problem is that he has to fail a wisdom save.
Something
Yes.
like that. what did the beautiful giant say to the elf? Smoke bomb!
I mean, there is one other thing we
Pocket
could do.
sand.
Art
Pocket
locks.
sand
It might not hurt you since, I mean,
Now you're
Look like
ugly
it.
as it.
I mean, the
I
thing
have
still
this,
has a
and
club.
Coswin takes out his bag
Mhm.
that has dust, that has glass dust in it.
What are you going to put
You
a
put
bag
it-
on his head?
He's like 30 feet tall.
Well, I mean,
Pocket glass?
that's an option. It's an option, Artlocks. You could pocket glass it, and
You just get a little
What am
stuff
I
on it.
doing?
Take
I've
out
got
its
4
eyes.
hit points.
because you look like it,
Fly.
You look like it.
and you can fly.
I can't fly.
Yes, you can. You're
No, I
Roots.
used
No, we
invisibility to get away.
Oh, and that's once per day.
Oh.
It's once
Do we have to go
per
back to the fawn?
sunrise.
Do we have to go back to the fawn village?
We can just send the fawn in and have him run distraction.
He
I
looks
mean,
up at you and he goes,
will this thing be affected by sleep?
Sleep is based upon how.
Count is hit.
I'm trying to
points.
describe this in a not a metagaming
He's a
concept.
fake. He's
Its
a fake-
vitality is tied directly to how close it'll sleep. If it's 30 feet tall, I'm going to guess it's going to take a little bit more than a sleep spell to knock
Like,
it out.
You could put like an entire daycare center to sleep with your spell, but you'd have trouble with a giant.
Also, it could be possible that since he's a fey creature, he might have resistance of some kind, like how some elves do.
That's a good point.
Mm.
I still think the best option is either we blitz them with laughter.
Blitz with laughter.
Blitz with laughter. That's going in a quick second.
Can
Yeah.
Ben,
Or-
also quickly, because we're taking so much time with this, can we say it's a short rest?
Yeah.
We're just sitting.
Okay, cool.
Because
I'm
you guys
using.
you're just sitting and
I'm
talking.
using this.
Like, so if you guys want, you can you got Song of Rest. You can use hit die to heal up.
Also,
That's just for
Artlocks.
art locks.
Artlocks,
Yeah.
did it chase you after after you started to flee? Or did
I
it
went
continue along-
invisible. It couldn't see me anymore.
Well, it doesn't mean it couldn't hear you. And
It-
obviously, some
It
form
went
of
back into
invisibility-
the city.
Okay, so it,
Like
What?
in terms of mechanics, what happened was there was like 2 roads that intersected. Artlox stuck his head out
it saw him.
behind a building. It saw
Oh,
him.
fuck
he
a duck.
Stuck back in. He went back the way he came, and then it
Well-
kept there.
Well, remember, Artlux, you can spend your hit dice.
How many?
Up to
oh,
half your level.
yeah.
Well, I think you can spend as many as you
As,
want.
yeah, as many as you want. You just win a long rest, you regain up to half. So
Hmm.
it'd probably be a good idea to spend half your hit dice. You should have 6.
I have a theory.
So do that 2 more times, and that'll be.
You could roll other numbers, you know. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. I have a theory, gentlemen. I wonder if this creature only follows a certain set path that its master has laid down.
I mean, like,
I mean,
bad AI programming.
Like bad AI programming, exactly.
Well, if it does, then we can definitely blitz it with Toss's Hideous
Right.
Laughter.
I
And
could also, what I
do
could
that.
do with my owl is
No birds,
send it
remember.
to try and- I know no birds, which means that more than likely it will acknowledge the fact that it's there. Which means that it's
Draw it
a
into
weird-
a trap by
we
using.
could draw it into a trap or test my theory to see if it's right.
Hey, Midge, or Artlox, can I borrow your quill and a piece of paper, please?
Yeah, sure.
Also with no
Out
realistic
the bag.
threat to us.
Thank you.
Artlox gets this stuff out of his bag.
I like how we're spending so much time debating on the plan, but we all know that it's gonna go to shit as soon as
It's
this
gonna go
happens.
tits up as soon as we round the corner. There's gonna be 17 of them.
No
they're
plan
just gonna
survives
stare at us.
contact with the enemy.
Hadrian's just gonna look up, say, continue planning, and continues to write a letter.
What are you writing?
It's
last will and
Is it
testament?
Will?
No, just
Mob
in light of
dearest
recent
Matilda.
events.
Didn't write-
Recent events have brought to light certain things that I feel need to be said to a certain someone.
Who is that?
None of your damn business.
I'll go to fight for the old hills of Georgia.
What are we, Confederate separatists now?
For the old
That's-
red hills
that's-
of home.
That's a bit redundant, isn't it?
Yeah, Confederates were separatists, so it doesn't. You can't really be one without being the other.
Well, yeah, you can be a separatist without being a Confederate.
No.
yeah, but being
well,
a Confederate
yeah.
separatist.
Well,
Yeah.
that's true.
I mean, no, he's right because there are like Californian separatists and Texan separatists that want to be independent for their.
Also, I'd like to
Pacific
point
State.
out that there were separatist movements in the Confederate States of America.
All right,
Yeah.
let's get back on topic here. What's the plan, guys?
I say we just fucking blitz it because we've got 2 chances of it, and then Coswin can do whatever his mumbo jumbo magic can do, and then we send Slayer Hadrian and Perry.
That's
in to
not
beat
a
the shit
lot.
out of it.
That's not a lot, Rebecca. Okay, I can hurt things. I can't do anything else. I just hurt
Alright.
things.
We can
He's
try
not
and
a-
stop it, or you can.
I'm not a
hurt it.
utility caster. I don't
Hello,
have.
that's my job.
That's
Yeah,
that's
that's
Artlox.
our
I have 1 utility spell, and that's counter spell. And I only took that because no one else can.
I have it.
Well, before you came here, no one else could. So that's
Exactly.
I mean, I can.
Right,
I say we try and blitz it.
all in favour?
I mean, not particularly. It seems really.
Harry, what do you
Really
think?
bad
You haven't
idea.
talked in almost 20 minutes.
That's because he's dead.
Oh.
He's dead, Jim.
He's just
Harry?
laying up against a tree.
He's
dead.
he's talking.
Everyone's dead.
Okay, there we go.
He's ta-
All end. It would just end with us all. It turns out we're all just
What
dead.
is your plan? What do you have anything to contribute? What's your plan? Anything?
It doesn't sound like there's much choice.
This doesn't
From the
sound like
information
there's a
I
very
have.
good plan to
What
this
can you
option.
do? What spells do you have? Is there anything you can contribute in terms of the
Nothing,
spell
nothing
pool?
that I can contribute. No, if there was, I would have said. That's the problem. I don't have really much to contribute in this type of situation.
Yeah.
My main thing is hitty. That's
He
that's my.
smites things.
That's my
Hitty,
skill.
hitty.
You
Got
can
it.
do hitty hitty and goaty goaty, and that's about it.
I smite
Smashy
things.
goaty.
It's
Hitty,
not a vibrant
hitty,
life, but
goaty,
it's a my
goaty.
life.
I can hit things and touch myself. That's my way of doing things.
I mean,
A lot of that going around.
Couldn't Parry draw it over as a goat? Go back, smash
I mean,
it.
it's not a fake goat. He's the goat. So
Yeah.
what happens when it looks at him?
That's why I didn't say that, because I thought the same thing. I thought, but then it's just me. I might as well just be stood there.
But Parry's got quite high charisma.
So did
Talk
you.
to it.
Your charisma's higher than Perry's.
No, it's the same.
Well, you want me
Oh,
to
it's the
use?
same.
Should I use
Yeah.
the thing that makes him tell the truth?
That,
The zone of
wouldn't
truth.
prevent him from
Midge,
killing you.
what about hypnotic pattern? You took that,
Exactly.
didn't you?
Yeah.
This is what I mean, though. In this situation, I can't think of many of my skills that'd be very useful here. That's why I haven't added anything to the plan.
I can
'Cause
cast.
I'm
light.
assuming you guys need me.
Hypnotic pattern's 120 feet range.
and I
And
can
what
make it slow.
specifically does it do? What specifically does
Oh.
it do?
I just realized it is what you have a curse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not a disease.
It's a curse.
It's not a disease.
It's a curse. You couldn't cure me of my blue skin. You can't cure him of his hunchback.
Making sure.
Like cure disease, would work really well on like Aquilius's abortion kind of thing, parasites, bacteria, viruses.
Though in the future, Perry, you might be
Because you
able to
said
get cure. You might be able to cure curse or lift curse or something like that. Maybe.
I can
restoration.
cure diseases right now. Only because you said that it spreads, so I thought maybe it was like some sort of disease possibly that spreads.
Spread over. I think
Yes.
what was it? A mindling. So I don't think it's biological in nature.
Hey, it could be. The Vulcans had something like that.
Oh, does anybody want?
So did the Cylons too in the third season.
A quick question there, Ben.
Hmm.
Because we're in the Fey world, do the giants count as Fey? Like, is everything in here technically a sub Fey, or they just
so
their
far,
own thing?
Pocket dimension.
You guys.
Or is
you
it
guys
a
are not-
giant Fey?
Yeah. The creatures you guys have experienced so far have been Fey creatures. But you guys are not in the Fey wild. You are in basically a pocket dimension that someone created for a specific purpose.
Is a giant Fey?
It is a giant. It is
Giant.
a giant, and it is.
So it's a normal sized person.
I can protect people from Fey.
How
Now you made it.
Protection from good and
Protection
evil.
from evil and good.
is Fey? What are Fey?
These
What
types of
else?
disadvantages
It gives
on
you-
attack
Fey
rolls
are-
against the target.
Fey
The
aren't
target also
specifically
can't be
good or
charmed, frightened, or
evil.
possessed.
So this.
It gives
What-
you
what is-
protection
what was-
from Fey, Celestials, and undead. I can't-
Operations, fiends, and undead.
Yeah.
So you can
Got it
specify.
up in front of me
Fey.
right now.
Hmm.
But we're not sure though, because this Fey could be evil because it's cursed Fey.
Artlocks, you.
It
'cause
says
you got a
Fey.
History check.
Yeah.
Mechanically.
It says to be
speaking,
good or
this-
bad Fey.
This is a giant.
Mechanically speaking, this is a giant. Okay.
Mechanically speaking, this is a giant, and while it's from the Fey Wild, I had to check here. It is not technically a Fey creature. It is a giant.
Okay.
That's why I just wanted to ask. I just wanted to
Yeah.
check. Because I
And have
assumed
no
that, but
issue
I
with,
thought
with
maybe.
a 21 on history. I have no issue taking that right out of the the monster manual.
As they're asking me what my character can do, then yeah, my character can't really help much.
Harry,
Unless
what
you want
was
me to
the-
turn into a goat in some way.
What was the range on detect good and evil? Or yeah, detect good and evil. What was the range on that?
It's not
My
that-
sense, good and evil.
Yeah, that one.
Check. And I haven't actually thought about how far it can go.
Yeah, I hadn't either,
Um,
but is it 100? I think it's 100 feet.
Fine sense. 60 feet.
60 feet. Okay. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to sense the Fomorian from where you are because it's a couple hundred meters away. Had to metric it up for Perry.
Is it bad
Hey,
that I
I
was
guess-
just sat there doing research for a backup character again?
I could eat the giant.
Yeah, you could be a goat,
Goat.
and that would.
My goat gives me no, I'd have to be a goat. When worn, the wearer can eat anything and be sustained by it and find it delicious. So he'd be
I'm
delicious to
going
me.
just go and
Aren't
try
you
and
a
eat-
paladin? Your option is to eat your enemy.
I'm just telling you what my options are. If you need
Less
anything.
paladin,
But
more
like I
witch
said, I didn't
doctor.
think there's anything that I have that's useful right now.
Put it on the table. Like
It's like a
bite attack?
Skyrim spellcaster or something. Just like this giant's toe. Like a good poison.
Like just like if you tried to bite someone, I mean, it would be like a D4 damage unless you had anything else to modify it with. It wouldn't be that large damage to bite someone.
Okay, I think we're all agreed the best option we have is to blitz it with laughter.
Do you
Or
not want
kill
me to
it.
hypnotic pattern it or try?
I mean, you could hit Mac pattern it, but it's got to make a wisdom save?
Yeah, which is the same as
Either way,
Okay, so how many of this can we do? We can do Tasha's Hideous Laughter twice, and 1 hypnotic pattern. So we have 3 shots at knocking this thing out.
They're both concentration.
Okay, well, I mean, if you fail, though, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not going to matter. So...
Statistically,
Yeah,
I
we
should
should-
hit it with this first because
No,
this
Tasha's not a concentration. Is it? You
No,
sure
it's not.
Oh, is it
It's
not?
not concentration.
It's
Okay.
just, I'm pretty sure it's just repeat saving throw at the
Yeah.
end of each turn.
It's 1 action, range 30 feet. They
Okay.
repeat a saving throw.
But also,
So
still
you can run
statistically, it's
by.
better to hit it with hypnotic pattern first because we can hit it from further away.
Yeah, and then if it starts getting closer, we'll blitz it.
And considering
and
I
let's-
have lowered movement right now,
Yeah, so once that happens, if we get it down, and it's either laughing or it's looking at the pattern, we need to run for the...
Oh, disgusting.
what?
Is that a Coca-Cola
You-
lip balm?
This is what I see coming from
Coke
from
vanilla.
all the time. He eats nothing but the disassembled components of bread. He drinks nothing but cranberry juice, and his lips taste like Coca-Cola all the time.
It's Coca-Cola.
Oh my God.
It's Coke Vanilla. It's great.
Oh, great! It tastes like Coca-Cola had sex with a fucking pastry. Like, what the? It's horrible.
Anyhow,
It's delicious.
All right,
apparently.
so how far from us is the main manor?
there's about 300 feet of open field. Then there's about 100, depending on where you hit it. There's this about 100 to 150 feet of alleys and roads and destroyed buildings. Then there's like 20 feet up a staircase, and then you're there.
How long does Tasha's Hideous Laughter last, and how long does Hypnotic Pattern last?
A minute for hypnotic pattern.
Duration up to a minute also for Hideous Laughter.
All right, how far can Artlux get in a minute?
Not very far.
He can move if he's
15 feet every 50 or 30 feet every 6 seconds.
No, I'm 15.
Well, yeah,
Oh.
but sprinting is
But if
double
you're
your
sprinting-
movement.
Yeah, but if I had to do spells, I wouldn't be able to sprint.
Well, if you had a concentration spell up, you'd be able to sprint still.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
as what I'm saying, the actual casting, I'd have
Yeah.
to cast then go.
So for like one action, one turn in this.
Yeah, I'm talking about after we get it, because if we don't get it, and this plane goes to shit, and we're gonna have to fight this thing. But if we get it, then it's just sprint to the house. I'm saying, how far can Artlux get in a minute? Which is our best option here.
A minute is 10 turns, so 300 feet.
300 feet. How fast is this thing? Does
Same movement, I think.
Rebecca would know because she saw it moving. At it.
It's normal. It moves at about the same pace that like a normal human.
No.
It just seems,
Okay.
it appears slower because it's bigger. But that
It takes
slowness is,
these big long strides.
its slowness is deceiving.
So it can move about the same speed as a normal human could move.
Does anybody have caltrops?
I do.
Okay, that's good.
Pulls out Caltrop bag.
That's good. So we toss them behind us when we think, because
Borkvard did.
this. Borkvard's a vampire, Ben,
Yeah.
or a werewolf. We're not sure. Something's
We
wrong
don't
with
know
him.
what
and
he is.
We're gonna kill him for it sooner or later once we find out what it is.
I think you missed a trick as well, Ben, with what you designed his banner to be. You had it as the tentacle and the thing. I said it should have been a ladder.
Oh!
It should have been 2 crossed ladders with like the head of Kettlemund in the middle.
yeah. A donkey head and 2 cross ladder. Just a donkey with, a crude outline of a donkey with a ladder horizontally across his back.
So, are we all good for this plan? We go in, we blitz it with whatever control spells we can. If it goes down, we start sprinting.
Yep.
Once we're sure, or we think, that the creature has shrugged off the effects of such an attack, Rebecca will drop caltrops behind us, and we keep going. And our final goal is to get inside that house. Now... just so we know ahead of time, if that house is locked, what is the plan?
Oh, man.
Harry nudges the door
Legit.
down.
Yeah, Parry nudges the door down.
So
I don't think we
I
should even
come in?
take the chance. I think Perry should just just run up and
Yeah.
nudge
Don't
it
even
out.
try to lock it. Just start bashing it in.
Is your cat on the desk, Ben?
There's like a little
I
family
just
inside.
put a picture up in tabletop shit. Well, it's uploading right now. But this is me trying to DM right now.
Quick, read notes.
What does it say? What does it say?
It's not open. Trust me, it's not open to anything that's gonna help you out right now.
Oh,
That looks like my cat. Is it like a gray color?
Yeah, he's gray and he's got white underneath.
Looks like my cat, but he's asleep right now.
anyway, yeah.
Lazy bastard.
If we do get into combat as well, I'm staying the fuck away. I'm going ranged, like full on for this. If you don't mind.
If you're already cursed, is
Oh,
it
did
really
you
a big
modify
deal?
your GM screen,
Be
Ben?
closer.
Yes, I did.
Oh, I noticed that. That's
I've got
I,
like but no, I've
printed
got
out
lower
the
health
information that I
and
thought was important, and I just taped it really flat over sections that I didn't care about.
yeah.
So
I didn't even
had-
notice that at first. I thought that was a real thing. But yeah, your first and third panel.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sorry, I always find that interesting. So okay, we do the first part of the plan. We get to the door. Fuck the door handle. Perry just bashes it in.
I mean we can
Now,
try
what
it
happens-
first, just in case it's some portal bollocks again.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Now, what happens if the creature comes after us into the house?
We slow it again because we'll be able to do our spells again probably by then.
Okay. Alright.
Failing that, we
How big's the door on this house, Ben?
No one's seen it yet.
Just
I
what I
can
asked, I was
see it.
going to say.
From Rebecca's
This thing's 30 feet
vantage
tall,
point-
right?
Yeah, from Rebecca's vantage point, what she saw was like an overhang leading outwards that was supported by like stone buttressed arches.
Okay, we might be able to make it. Even with the door closed, even with the door broken down, I don't think it'll be able to get through if it's a normal door.
Okay. Let's just go.
Satyr, what's his name? What's the Satyr? What's our Satyr tag-along's name? I forgot.
That is invite. Sorry, cat.
Hadrian's gonna look up and ask Artlocks.
I'm
Do you
sorry,
have any?
what was that?
His name's Florian.
Florian.
Came up last time, yeah.
Florian.
Florad.
Yes, Sir Hadrian.
He looks up at you with his, with his like the end of a quill in his teeth. What?
The person that lives here,
Mm.
has any of your kind ever seen him?
He comes and he goes.
Okay. All right. Is he as big as Artlocks, Sir Hadrian, me, Rebecca, or is he larger?
He looks across all of you when his eyes go past Artlocks. He kind of like winces a little bit and he goes, he's not as big as you, and he points to you, Coswin, but he's bigger than you are right now, and he points to Artlock, somewhere in between.
Okay, good. All right, we're good. So it's obviously a normal house. So the door should be nice.
Yeah.
The door should be small enough that, unless it breaks down the front of the building.
So Hadrian, what did you need?
Do you have any wax?
Yeah, I've got a wax seal on my ring as well if you want.
Well, I need the wax for my ring.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got a
Could
little
you
bit
spare
of
me
wax.
some wax?
What color would you like? I've got silver, gold, or red.
Red's fine.
It's red.
Gold's the best.
Ben, I always knew a cat was the real master.
Yeah, I know, right?
Literally.
He's the one who's doing all
Almost
this.
the best.
Yeah, I put the notes down in front of him, and whichever plot point he licks, that's what you guys end up with.
Yes, I like this one,
Don't ask Tom why he actually has sealing wax.
So let's go with that plan.
Mhm.
And I think we're good, right? Unless we want to wait here longer for Outlux to feel better.
No, I'm
About
good.
himself.
Well, I think it's now or never. I'd rather not stay in a pocket dimension for too long.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd
I mean,
rather
we've already
do-
spent a night here, so
Yeah,
whatever's
well,
happened has already happened.
It's not as much as 3 days that we did last time, or 4 days. That became 4 months.
Also, I don't really like the idea of getting the same curse that Artlox has.
Okay.
Really,
Well, I mean,
I'm not hoping we don't get that.
I hope you realize, Perry, us doing this plan drastically increases our chances of getting the same curse that he has right now.
No, and that's the one thing that really concerns me. I'd rather the fight in it. I'm not that concerned about. The actual curse possibility is what concerns me.
So,
Like I said, I know I know this person, right? I know the high level priest slash magical practitioner.
Yeah. You spent time just cursory getting to know various people.
Okay, we got along, right?
Yeah.
I didn't say something that was
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I know somebody. I mean, we're probably still have to pay them, but we can definitely maybe.
I love the
get
idea of
fixed.
this entire party of what is the Hunchback of Notre Dame just appears.
Going
Appears
into a
at
church and just going sanctuary.
Oh dear! It's all of us like. "Ah!"
Alright, I'm gonna take just a real quick restroom break before we actually do this plan, okay?
Just like.
It's a good idea.
I'm gonna go get water.
Don't look at us. We are not monsters.
I'm idiot. God didn't make me right. We're all gonna die. You realize this?
Did anyone ever watch?
I hope not. I'm still here.
Anyone that's still here. Did you ever watch Krogmandoon and the Flaming Sword of Fire?
No, I did not. I'll be back.
No.
It was like a one-off series, like almost D&D piss take that was on the BBC. It was quite funny.
I'll have to look into it.
It's just that sort of stupid humour, but like the second episode they had like this thing called the Biclops.
It's like a Cyclops with 2 eyes.
No, it was a bisexual Cyclops.
Oh, okay.
And he just seduced everyone and kept sleeping with the rest of the party.
Nice.
I came back at a really weird time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was discussing
Yeah,
the
same.
TV show Krogmandoon and the Flaming Sword of Fire. It's basically like a fantasy RPG piss take series. It only got like 1 season on BBC 3, but episode 2 had a character called the Biclops, which was like this Cyclops who basically seduced everyone. It was it's a weird show.
All right, the cat has fled.
Oh no! I'm gonna let it claim its home.
He smacked a D20
He couldn't
off
take
the
any
desk
more
and
about the
was-
Biclops.
No, he smacked my D20 off the desk and just went running after it.
Yeah, hold on. I'll share it in where's tabletop chat?
Oh, I just wanted to share as well. My diet is going well.
Hey,
Actually,
Congrats.
yeah,
Actually,
165
as well-
this morning.
Good
Nice.
job.
That's weird. Actually, you've inspired me. I've now given up sugar and caffeine.
Did you just call me Coswin, the other
Class.
character?
Cosmo, you've inspired
'cause-
me.
No, that's good.
character.
That's good. I haven't drank soda since that last time we were. I think it was last session. That was the one soda I had in the last like
Sprite
month
or
and a
something
half.
like that, and you were like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
I was huffing it because it smelled so good. It was so good.
Because after you said that, like, I realized because I've been doing the YouTube stuff a bit more the last month, you are at the computer quite a lot, and so I realized that like the caffeine and sugar and stuff is not good. So I decided, when you were saying that
it's
last
really-
week, I then decided I thought I'm feeling much more unhealthy than I was before, so I decided to cut that out,
yeah."
go to the gym again.
For me, I used to work at Disney, and I worked on one of the Omni Mover rides where you have to walk on a treadmill next to the ride all day. And so, I walked to work, I walked back from work, and then I walked all day at work. So I would walk, depending on how often I was actually on the treadmill part, 12 to 20 miles a day.
Jesus.
And then I went from that
it's
to
not
zero.
episode 4, sorry.
To 0. That is a big shift.
Yeah. And I actually did notice that for like the first time of my life, I actually did gain a couple pounds, but I mean it was not much.
It's the
See,
episode.
when I lost my job, I was working, I was working as a field rep, so I would drive like, an hour to a place, and I'd spend a half hour walking around like a store and going back and using hand carts and shit like that, moving displays and everything. And I would do that for 8 hours a day for like 4 days a week. And then I went to nothing. And, and my body went to shit because I've always had a hard time losing weight anyways. But this diet was the best thing I've ever done. Even though mornings are still miserable. No caffeine is horrible.
Are we good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how do you guys wish to proceed?
Die with glory.
I dare say, how would you like to do this?
Who wants the cloak of invisibility? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Give me the cloak of invisibility back.
Yep.
Because if you die, no. I want that thing. Give me the wand again.
In player's journal, cost win. Save.
Alright, I'm gonna put that on.
Alright.
Just in case. Alright. I think what we should do is try and be as stealthy as possible. Yeah.
Okay,
Try and be
people
stealthy.
with disadvantage on stealth checks.
Because they have plate, don't they? Or
They have
heavy
half
armor. Yeah.
I
Great.
And I'm a
transform into a goat.
monster.
Okay, so as soon as you guys start talking about stealth, Perry gets this big smile on his face and just, vroom, just shrinks down, and there's a goat standing there, just like like impatiently clamping its cloven feet on the ground.
Right. That's actually a bad thing. Because I was going to ask you, Perry, to
He can't
use
understand
detect
you anymore.
evil.
Can he? Can he
Yeah, you
understand
said he
you?
can.
Yeah, he's just polymorph, so he maintains his intelligence, I think.
Yeah.
I was going to
Ben,
ask
can
you
I-
to use.
Can I use things like Zone of Truth and like Protection as a goat?
No. You can't cast
I just think
spells
that'd be
while you're
hilarious.
Because if you, I was hoping you would be able to cast detect evil or divine sense while we were moving. So when the creature got close to us, we would know a little. We'd have a bit more of forethought.
Too late for that now.
Too late.
I can just turn back. It's not like I'm stuck as a goat.
Well,
True.
you could
Turn back.
you could turn back, but you only get that ability once per day.
I don't remember reading that on the thing. Let me check. Thing. When warned wearer, when its command word is spoken, the wearer is transferred into a goat. It doesn't. You didn't put on it that only works once a day, so I didn't know that.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'll edit that right now. But that was part of it.
Turn into a goat because that'd be really stupid.
That recharges like at dawn the next day.
All right.
Like,
So
Artlock
you're
said.
mulliganing,
You're
mulliganing that.
Yeah, because I did not know that information. I was not told that. So.
Apologies.
All right. So Perry's still a person. Or well, I
I
guess
just smile and
a slave.
think, imagine myself. I imagine turning into a goat. Cool.
So
Goats.
So we go in at as slow as we can, as quietly as we can, going as fast as we can. However that works out, which is half speed for us. And
Half speed for
try and get-
Artlox is 7 feet.
our Lux can go normal speed.
Yeah.
But I have to go half speed if I want the advantage on stealth checks.
Mhm.
But we go in, we try and get as far in as possible. And as soon as we encounter it, we blitz it, and then we start running. We all good? We all understand that? We're good?
Before
Anybody
we
have
go,
a different
there's
plan?
rations. I don't need my rations anymore.
Yeah, you can eat anything. You just start munching on the tall grass.
Well, he's
Want
not
my rations.
He doesn't have to be a goat to do that. As a human, he could do it.
I don't really need
I
them
could
right now.
I could eat glass and it would taste nice.
Mm-hmm.
I've already got 6 rations, so I'm
Good
good.
taste, nice. If no one wants them, it's fine. I'll keep them.
Would it
Maybe.
be advantageous for someone to have the bow?
Who's best with the bow?
What's your dex,
Well-
Sir Hadrian?
14.
So Artlox has the same
13.
modifier. Oh, I
Are
thought
you
you had
profi-
15.
Are you proficient with the bow, Artlox?
Yeah,
anyways?
martial weapons.
Oh, well, give it to Sir Hadrian anyways.
Or don't you have a crossbow?
I do have a crossbow as well.
One of the two.
I've got 14 in dex as well.
So, okay, with the attack, I'll read it out. I have a +4 to the flaming longbow and a +5 to the masterwork light crossbow because it's a +1 weapon.
Alright, we'll give the bow to Sir Hadrian then. That'll work.
Yeah, because I have +6 to that.
I gotta pick up a light crossbow next time we're in town.
So does Perry.
Yeah, everyone pick up a ranged weapon of their choice that they can
I mean, I,
use.
I technically have a ranged
Artlox, you're,
weapon. I
you're
throw
like
daggers.
hoarding all of them.
I've only got 2.
I can
You
throw
had-
daggers.
You had the bow, you had the crossbow, you had
Oh, I've got the javelin,
and
yeah.
and you can count the blink flail because that's got at least got.
Yeah, I was
range
about
on
to
it.
say, yeah.
Well,
You've got enough
everyone,
to spread 'em
everyone
out, you just
else
have
pick
all
one
of
up.
I mean, daggers. A dagger's like a one-time use thing, unless you're me, who has it bound to them.
I have 2 of them. I also have 10 darts.
Okay, here's the longbow and 60 arrows, Sir Hadrian. Vroom, out the bag.
Okay.
What do you want from me? I have a +5 to a dart attack. I mean, it's not that bad. It does the same damage as
Why
a dagger.
haven't you used it?
I did one
Yeah,
time.
it's done.
I mean, it was with a goblin, I think, or something like
yeah,
that. But
it was in that really horrible. You got frozen multiple times, and then
The goblin shaman fight.
Yeah, and then somebody in their party killed me or almost killed, or knocked me out for no reason whatsoever.
right. Let's get on with this. Let's go towards the
No idea what
Right.
you're talking about.
So, yeah.
I don't know.
you
He
what
he
you're
was a dick elf that we had in the party. Don't worry about it.
So, you guys start moving slowly through the field, and I'm gonna have we're gonna do a group stealth check, just like Artlox did. So I need everybody to roll stealth. Sir Hadrian and Perry are with disadvantage.
I have
my
advantage, though, right?
hideous form doesn't give me any disadvantage, does it?
Wait. This is stealth is a dex-based check, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it does give you disadvantage on that.
I have advantage, correct, Ben?
Ho,
Yes,
ho, ho!
you have advantage.
Oh wait, no, I have disadvantage. Damn it.
Hit.
Oh,
So we got 18, 11, 11, 20.
Perry. Oh,
So you guys are.
So
way to
this
bring
is
down
the
the average,
field.
buddy.
This is the
You
field,
brought down
right?
the average, but this is still.
If
This
you
is still
gave
an
me like the
overall-
invisibility cloak or something, you know I'm bad at it. Stealth.
So am I.
So you guys are creeping
Armor.
through.
You're not that
through-
bad. You
through
got a
the
2
weeds,
+ 2.
And every once in a while, you could just hear like, click clang, clang of Perry's of the pieces of Perry's plate mail, banging together. But it seems like you've managed to make it to the outskirts of the town without alerting the presence of the Fomorian.
All right, have we heard it? Okay, we can hear the footsteps of the Fomorian, correct? Like they're big and like
They're big. The footfalls are not easy to miss. So yeah, you can see where you cannot see it at the moment because of just the ruined buildings and whatnot. But you can sense its presence. It's a. Were you guys specifically heading like towards like the closest point to where the like in a straight line to the entrance of the mansion?
yes.
So,
unless anybody
yeah.
else had another thing, I don't want to talk for the party.
I mean,
So you guys, there's about 100 to 120 feet of streets and alleys and ruined buildings between where you are on the edge and the stairways to the mansion. It is off to your right. You can sense it coming towards you. You can sense the footfalls getting heavier as it moves towards you.
All right, let's try and get as far in as possible before it gets near us. Artlox,
That's another
Artlox,
group.
try and pay attention as much as you can, because if it gets within range, I want that hypnotic pattern out there as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going to be another group stealth check from everybody.
All right.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, Sir Hadrian.
oh. Sir Hadrian.
Sneaky night.
Okay, this one was not as good.
Well, you don't get that crit, but you did roll high.
Well, yeah, 21 is still
Yeah.
good.
That's 19, so I mean,
Who are we missing here? I got. Oh no, that's everybody.
that's everybody.
Okay, so you guys managed to make your way about halfway in before Coswin, you stub your toe on like a particular, you're crossing a street and it's got these grooves kind of carved into it from like ancient, hundreds of years of, like cart tracks moving through, and you kind of twist your ankle in one of those little grooves a little bit, and even though you're moving slowly and you're invisible, your
Son of a
falls into that.
bitch!
You're just like
This is the worst possible thing. The worst possible thing that can happen.
and with that involuntary outcry, you hear just like the attention of the great beast, and you hear the footfalls like start to move in directly towards you guys.
We need to start picking up the pace.
Start
Yeah,
running.
Artlock.
We need to. Well, for our normal paces, Artlox is flat out sprinting speed. So.
So you see him like, as you're just like you're just walking, and he's.
How
And so you guys are just gonna make a sprint for it.
Until it gets into the point where we can see it, we
Yeah.
can't do anything.
Okay,
so
yeah. So you guys just start, making it at best possible speed. You get to just the next street, and what it is, it's a very wide, like, avenue that traverses the entire length of this kind of like elongated city. It's about 20 feet wide of open space, and then another set of buildings. And as soon as you get to the edge, you can see the Fomorian seems to have picked up its pace and is moving down this main street in your direction, maybe 80 feet away at this point.
Okay,
Now,
I'm gonna hit it with hypnotic pattern.
Okay, hypnotic pattern. All right, and that is a what saving throw? Wisdom?
hold on one second, Ben. I just need to check something before you even try and roll that.
Oh, it's rolled. I haven't looked at the modifiers yet, though.
All right, hold on a second. I can see the Femoran, right?
Oh yeah, everybody can. You're on the far side
Right.
of this road. You have to cross it, but everybody can just look down the street and see it.
Right. I'm spending 2 sorcery points and bending luck. I'm giving him a negative modifier, 1d4.
Oh, okay.
Roll the 1d4.
Yeah, you rolled a 1d4 for me. Okay. So minus.
So 3 off whatever we just rolled.
So plus.
What's
Don't
your
you have-
spell save DC?
15.
So, Artlox, in your hobbled form. Hang on a sec.
Oh, Google.
Okay, doesn't say anything about disadvantage on spell saves, so yeah.
He's ugly.
You see the Fomorian take one last footfall, and his back foot doesn't follow him, and you see him as best as he can straighten up a little and just like very gently start swaying back and forth.
Okay. time
Ben,
to
I
go.
need to know. Did that help, or was it? Or did I always waste that?
I'm not gonna tell you, but it was close.
Well, at least I used it for something.
I'm
Let's
not gonna tell
run.
you if it made the difference or not, but
Run.
that's like I rolled
Yep.
the die and then was like, I don't know if this is going to pass or not, and checked to see what the modifier was. Then you did that, so it was close.
All right, now we run.
As we're running down the street, I have my caltrop bag out, and I'm just throwing them over my shoulder and spreading them out throughout the street behind us.
You're running in a straight
We're
line.
parallel
towards
to
him.
it right
he
now.
He's perpendicular to you.
Wait
like
until we
80
get to
feet
the
down
steps of the
right.
building.
Oh,
Put him on the
okay.
steps of the building.
Because you can throw him behind you all you want, but he's not going anywhere. You guys are not
I
coming.
don't give
You
a
guys are
shit.
coming from.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, wait until we get to the building. It's
So you guys sprint forward in 120 feet. Yeah, you are, and it lasts for
A minute.
how
A minute.
long? A minute.
1 minute.
Ends for affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shit. Okay, yeah, that's it. So yeah, It worked. You guys just huff it as fast as you can, compensating for Artlox's reduced speed.
And our
And
little
make it-
stupid fawn that's following us.
And
Or did he come with us?
no.
No.
Oh, good.
Yeah, fuck him. Whatever. He was drawing unflattering drawings, anyways.
Especially after Artlox's mishap. So you guys make it.
I would have been funny if those were normal.
You're like really.
He told me he'd
beautiful,
draw me
right?
like one of his French girls.
Okay, so you guys make it to the base of the steps. You can see that they go up about 20 feet, and then there's this overhang buttressed up another about 15, 20 feet up.
Is it a normal sized door?
Yeah, from what you can tell. You can't see it from this angle yet.
Perry!
Up.
Perry, it's you!
My turn.
Okay. All right, so Perry, you go bolting up the steps. You see a little ways in front of you, underneath the overhang, a set of large wooden, like double doors.
It's a shine.
All right.
One.
Nudge.
All right. Roll for damage. It's hitting a door. It's not that hard to hit.
Fuck the door!
All right. So you go up to the door, and just boom again, slam, nudge right into one of the doors, and the right hand door just pops open, hits the wall behind it, and kind of swings back in a little bit, leaving it ajar. And you can see a beautiful, foyer in front of you.
In! Everybody in!
Caltrops.
All right, like a little flower girl, Rebecca starts throwing caltrops behind her. As you guys bolt up the stairs, and Perry's standing there holding the door open for you guys. You guys bolt into the mansion.
Hold the door! Hold the door!
Artlox, as you're crossing over the threshold, you can hear the Fomorian behind you start roaring in rage, and you hear the footfalls thumping quicker behind you guys. But you guys,
As everyone gets in, it's just like,
But
close
you're
the door! Close the door!
Close the door! Close the door! Perry is the last one and slams the door behind you. It doesn't close as perfectly as it did before. It's a little ajar, but you guys are standing inside a magnificent foyer as the door shuts behind you and muffles the sound of the Fomorian's footsteps.
Okay, let's never
That was
do
nice.
that again.
Well, that was fun.
I don't plan on it.
Wow, that was really good use of hypnotic pattern.
Yeah.
Holy shit, things actually went to plan.
We were supposed to
time for
fight that,
everything.
weren't we, Ben?
Yeah.
That was the plan.
We were supposed
No,
to die.
I didn't have anything thought out in my head for what you guys do, but the way it's gone so far is most of the time you guys go, well, this spell hasn't worked before. It worked before once and it hasn't worked before again, so might as well not bother with it. Let's just fucking kill everything. Is normally what happens. But I mean, that was a plan, and it worked.
Hey, we actually had a plan go to plan.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we should be
Let's find those
weapons
children.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why we were here.
Cosmic, as you say that, you see like the ghostly visage of a few individuals float into the room from various doorways, and
And can I sense evil and good?
yeah, you could sense quite a bit of good coming from them.
So good. Is there any 60 feet? Is there any evil?
Spirit.
You don't within 60 feet. You do not sense any evil.
I have to say, I'm really loving the Zen music.
Yeah.
If
you're inside
only I had picked up to speak to undead.
You don't have speak with I thought you did have speak with.
No,
undead.
I took tongues instead.
Oh, okay.
Well, that worked great, didn't it, babe?
I mean, if they speak any language, I can understand them, and if they speak first, so guess
True.
it kind of works.
True.
Hello?
You see one of them just kind of float in a little bit further and go, who are you?
Just don't get any close. Don't touch me. We've had bad experiences with
Spooky shit.
You see
With
the
spirits
child's
before.
face, which was starting to, creep a little smile up, just fall and float back a little bit.
Do I
No,
recognize
no,
this
no, it's
individual?
okay.
Cosmin doesn't react at all because he doesn't have a conscience.
Artlox, when you say it's okay, a couple of the ghosts depart the room.
We're here to help, maybe?
Can I have the
Ben.
cloak, Goswin, just to hide my fucking face?
I'm not sure we can really help. I don't think we can help dead people. I think that's
No,
beyond
you guys
our
don't
ability at the
recognize
moment.
any of these.
Okay.
This is.
Sure, Midge, here you go. I give him back the cloak.
Sorry, guys. Might as well change this music now.
We're all right in the middle of meditation.
So, what's the plan?
Well,
Who
what
are
rooms can we
you?
see? Okay.
Yeah, to the. I'm gonna.
There's
try
two
and-
of them. There's two of them left in the room. There's a boy and a girl. They appear to be about 8 or 10 years old.
Who are you?
The boy this time kind of drifts forward and he just goes, I do not remember.
Do they look human? Elf?
They look human.
Human. Do you know where you came from?
Thinks for a second and he goes, I lived on the island.
Of Ren.
He looks over at you, Rebecca. He goes, yes, that's what it was called.
Oh shit.
Wait a second. Shit, is this why people didn't want to move to Rend? Did we finally figure that out?
This is the
Did
real
we-
reason why nobody moved.
Did we
to Ren.
finally figure it out?
Things wrong with Rend,
So-
isn't there?
Does this make this one... Where are the names? Where are the names? Where are the names?
Why are we here? What's the name? What's the name?
That's been a while.
Where's
Just
the-
names.
Where did I write the children down?
Just as a thing for everybody here who's looking
I think
for
you're
really
thinking
good
of
ways of
Marcus or Burn.
for getting notes. The Amazon has a deal on Amazon Basic stuff. They have 12 scratch pads for I think like $5, like legal scrap pads. Those are great for taking notes. Just as a heads up.
Oh my
I
god, this
choose the
notebook
alley.
that I got here actually comes with grid paper in it. That would have been useful a long time ago.
Oh yeah, I've got some grid paper. In
Oh,
my,
did I ever
in
show
my-
you the really nice adventuring ones that they sent me with my bag of holding that I bought?
No, I don't think you did.
Hold on.
No.
You got a bag of hold? What do you mean?
He bought it from. He bought like a messenger bag that's just got
So-
like the words like bag of holdings.
So they also sent me 3 note-taking books with some really creepy, like mannequin
Yeah,
forward
that's-
slash plugged-in women sort of on them.
Oh
But one's
my.
plain paper, one's grid paper, and one's lined.
That's cool.
Yeah, just as a free bonus.
So back to the children.
Younglings, do you know?
Not the younglings.
Like, I list off the names: Lydia, Marcus.
Burn.
They both just shake their head side to side.
Who ruled Rend when you were there?
Thinks for a second. He goes. Seems to be causing him like a little bit of pain to think back that far. Goes. Oh, the house was started with a P.
Who was the guy that we fought in the bottom of the undercroft or whatever it was?
It
Does
was.
anybody remember his
Yeah.
full name?
His name was
I think Tog does.
Slavobor.
Yep.
Of Delpha. House Delpha. Delpa.
And they were the last rulers there, weren't they?
De-
Astelfer.
Depla.
It,
Yeah.
it was deplore.
Deplore. That's
Oh
all.
yes.
Deplore.
Oh,
Okay.
that's an O, not a.
Like the first half of that.
So okay. So they've been here a while.
Shakes his head again. He goes, my regrets. My memory fails me.
No, it's fine. It's fine. That usually goes when the brain's gone.
Great thing to say to 10-year-olds.
I mean, they've been dead for probably 100 years. At this point, they should really have it broken to them.
Well, Deplore. The House Deplore was like 140 years prior to us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if he's not referencing Deplore, he's referencing the one before that, and he's been dead for a long time. It's Where? Okay. The master of the house, the person who owns this place. Where are they right now?
His eyes kind of squinch up. He goes, he came through. He went to. Just points up a nearby stairwell. He had others with him.
Like children?
Yes.
I described the 3 missing children that we have. Did any of them fit that description?
Yes. Seems like that was them.
Okay. Time to murder some shit.
Tell you guys, I don't sense any evil right now. I only sense good coming from these spirits.
Which way did they go? I say from under the cloak.
I pointed up.
Still, his ghostly, like hand is still pointing up to a nearby stairwell.
Up the stairwell, Art Locks.
I need you to make.
I really wish that
climbing
Artlock still had that
stairs
orcish
check.
thing, because then he'd be kind of a bit like Gollum.
Yeah, he's like
His appearance, and then he'd be like, "My
The stairs we
fine,
go.
he chose."
Okay, so I guess we should do. I mean, do we want to ransack the shit out of this place before we go?
you wanna. You
We
can
can
look
wrap
through the place if you want.
I mean, I guess we should.
From what
go-
you guys
The guy
can see,
first.
it seems to be like a normal, like noble estate.
Yeah, normal. Only in a hell demiplane. That's great.
Yeah, it's on a pocket dimension filled with dead children ghosts, but yeah.
and stupid.
So Dick Cheney's house.
Yeah, it's Dick Cheney's house.
Okay, so yeah, what kind of loot can we
All
find
you-
from the ground floor?
I'm gonna say all you need to do is transplant Artlock's basement to this house, and yeah, it's Dick Cheney's house.
You saying I'm Dick Cheney?
No.
No, I'm saying.
I mean, a
that
little
Dick
bit. No, a
Cheney's-
little bit more now. I mean,
All you need to do is like blast one of these children in the face with a magic missile spell, and you got it.
while you're hunting fairies or something like that.
While you're hunting pixies.
I'm gonna change
Oh,
flavor.
man.
I hunt them for fun.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
man.
man!
God
Now
damn it,
now your
man.
lips are gonna taste like Sprite. That's actually the worst of the two.
Sprite,
You're gonna-
vanilla.
There's cola, vanilla, Fanta, and Sprite. I have.
Okay, no, the Fanta's the most upsetting one
hate
because then you're an off-brand like fruit drink that'll taste that's
You're
carbonated.
you're Nazi Coke.
Fanta used to be good when I was a kid, but now it's terrible. They changed the formula.
Used
yeah,
to be
they're
able to
not,
buy
they're
still
not
Fanta in McDonald's.
Make it have real fruit flavor apparently, and that made it taste like shit.
I
Which
think
is
we're on
kind
a
of
tangent
weird.
again.
We're back on it.
Anyway,
We're
anyway,
talking
yeah.
about Nazi Coke. Let's go back.
Okay, past that.
Guys, if you're watching, this episode is sponsored by Fanta. The fruit drink to satisfy all your Nazi needs.
Okay, so do we
Yeah,
want to investigate the home? Do we want to?
Let's investigate the home.
No.
No, we should go kill
did
the
nothing wrong.
astronauts in
We
charge.
should go and deal with the guy first, because if he brought, I mean,
Then-
there are dead children talking to us. I
Yeah.
think the lives of the children he has currently that are alive
Okay, yeah, fair.
might not be there for a while.
Wait
Yeah.
a second, Coswin, you have morals?
Not really. It's just we'll get more rewards if we can bring them back alive.
Looks over. We're
So-
not getting a reward for this.
Really?
Yeah.
Are we?
Why did I come here?
Turn it around.
Well, I mean, shouldn't Artlocks reward us?
Yeah, that's right. Artlock still owes
Yeah,
me money.
Artbox has money.
He's got tons of money.
Hey!
Tons
You
of
leave up my
order.
money just because I'm a disfigured man.
Okay, okay, guys.
Right,
you know
no,
what
yeah,
you
let's
said.
go. Let's go save the children
Let's go upstairs to where the demon child, or I
Wait,
guess the
perception
ghost
for
child is
traps.
pointing.
and magical
Okay.
traps.
So the two ghosts depart back into side room. You guys
What type
are
of
marching up
sick
the
man
stairs.
kills kids and keeps their ghosts? Why would he keep the ghosts here?
We
his
already
collection.
went over who
Probably,
owns this
yeah.
place. I mean, it's Dick Cheney. Yeah.
Oh,
So
nope,
you
I don't
guys-
see shit.
You guys, the stairwell leads up, and then it starts to turn around. It starts to turn into this spiral staircase, and it seems like you guys are going up one of the turrets. And you guys spend a good, maybe a few minutes walking upstairs. Arlox, you don't notice jack shit. You're having trouble with the stairs in your new disfigured form. Like maybe like one of your legs is a little shorter than it used to be, so you got this hobble going. It's giving you a little bit of difficulty with the stairs. But eventually you come to a door at the top. Seems to be a normal, ordinary wooden door.
Are we gonna nudge it?
Nudge it down.
Do we want to?
Surprise, motherfucker!
Yeah. Do we want to knock it and then go in guns blazing?
Knock, knock.
What are guns?
Open up crossbows blazing.
I
forgot. This is a Pathfinder. Guns don't
Arcane
exist here.
focuses blazing.
Yeah. Magic missiles blazing.
That works really well for Coswin because he shoots flames out of his arcane focus.
Fireballs blazing.
Oh shit! This is a wooden house too. I gotta. That
Yeah, keep it
that makes
down,
me
down.
that makes me automatically less effective in this area.
So what are we doing?
I'm still
think
up the stairs.
Yeah.
Chuck it.
Fuck it. Yeah. Perry should hit it and just
Yeah.
we blast the damn thing open.
Okay.
Blow the door
Okay.
down.
All right. Roll for an attack.
Coswin, get your fire ready. Guys, get your arrows ready. So when I knock down that door,
That's my secret, Perry. I'm always ready.
Joke's on you. I'm always ready.
I'm still climbing the stairs, like.
Arlox comes up the back like huffing and puffing.
There's all our ones.
All right.
This
So
is
if
normal.
I had
Roll-
disadvantage,
you don't have you don't have disadvantage on this.
You would have missed the
Roll-
door and hit me in the face behind you.
Hit roll for okay. So Perry, you grab nudge, heft it in both hands, just whoa, slam it into the door, and you're used to doors just nearly blasting off the hinges when you hit them. Instead, what you hear is clang, this echoing, metallic, ringing note that just echoes out from the point of impact, and the door remains intact.
Does this arm go numb like when you hit an aluminum back on a steel?
Oh yeah, yeah.
like
Like the vibration goes up your arm. Like you start rubbing it like you got a
one of those
Charlie
Looney
horse.
Tune cartoons, well, I start shaking as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I Arcana check this door?
Sure. It is in door.
I'm not detecting magic.
You're not detecting any
Is it
magic.
just a metal reinforced door?
Can I try and open the door?
Sure.
Who would have thought Dick
Rebecca,
Cheney
you
would have
go
such
up to
security?
the door, grab the handle, and push, and the door slowly pulls open. And you notice while you're pushing the door open that the point where Perry impacted the door seems to have dislodged some like paint flecks, and the door was solid metal, just painted to look like wood.
Ah. Wow.
We should have touched it first. That
Who
probably would
does
have given us
that?
some.
Who
Crazy
does
idea.
that?
Doors open.
You open as you open the door, you look inside the room. You can see that there is a fireplace on the opposite side, with a beautiful mantle with a large like silvered mirror above it. There's a roaring fire. There seems to be like a writing desk, two like overstuffed fluffy chairs with like claw feet facing the fireplace, and the circular room seems to be some sort of library. It looks like there's just books everywhere. There are shelves and books and books and shelves. But you don't see any bodies in there. You don't see any people.
I'd like to investigate the writing desk.
Oh, okay. So Sir Hadrian,
First, I'm gonna perception it, see if there's any traps in the drawers or anything like that.
Okay, so do an investigation check on the on the desk for me. You go up to the desk, and you give it a good once over with your give it the old eyeball. You don't notice anything peculiar about it. Or would you like to do anything specific with it? Like, what exactly do you want to do? It is about 2 feet. Well, it's a small desk. It's about 2 feet wide, and it's trapezoidally shaped with a diagonal, hinged like writing fold that would fold down, giving access to it. And it's wood.
I don't
Actual
see a
wood.
full.
Sir Hadrian, you grab the fold down panel and go to pull it, and it doesn't move at all, and it feels cold, like to the touch.
Right.
Not like
Turn around.
not like frozen. It just doesn't feel. You touch wood, would feel like room
Right.
temperature. It doesn't feel like room temperature. Anybody else doing anything?
So what else is in the room?
It is basically a circular library. There is a fireplace with a large ornate mantle and a mirror above it. There are two not love seats, but single seat chairs facing the fireplace with clawed feet, and there's like a big rug. The fireplace is roaring. And
Any interesting books about?
Would you like to look for anything specific?
Histories, things like that.
Roll in. Well, do you want to actually? Do you just eyeball it, or do you want to do perception or investigation? Investigation's touching. Perception's just looking. Do you want to start pulling stuff out, or do you want to just?
I want a perception.
Okay.
Any particularly like old tomes, things like that.
There are this room is fairly large. It is filled with hundreds of books, and as you look over the spines, you see lots of books that are labeled for various like religious studies. You see Halor, you see Laura, you see Kelimvor, you see tomes and tomes and tomes that seem to be like volumes of history of the land. You see medical texts. You see texts that are labeled in Draconic with runes on them. You see Dwarven script. You see just innumerable books.
Okay. Anything and do I see anything on like special like dimensions, stuff like that, Fey stuff?
Yeah, you spent a couple of minutes just looking over them, and you find a couple books that would known histories of the Feywild, encyclopedias on known Fey creatures and stuff like that.
Cool. I'm gonna pick them up. I'm basically shopping for books right now. I'm just gonna pick up.
You see a particular book that is just like knowledge of Fey creatures, written in Elven, and you grab it and try to pull it off, and it doesn't go anywhere. You rub your finger across the top of it, and you don't feel that. You know how when you touch a book along the spine, so you can feel like all the the ribbed pages. It's perfectly flat.
Oh no!
And it's cold.
Guys.
Yes.
You know the door was metal.
Yeah.
And the desk.
And all these books are metal.
I move over.
As the gears are moving in your head.
Does a gear move and the door shut?
No.
Okay.
You feel like you're kind of pacing around, like touching the books and thinking to yourself, and you're just kind of going through this over. You take a step and you feel a slightly different texture under your foot. You look down and there's a pile of ash underneath your feet.
We're in an incinerator.
Okay, everyone back out slowly.
Right,
I
everybody.
didn't really go into the room, so I'm just gonna step back out through the door.
Yeah, you just open the door. Everybody just slowly, hands up, not touching anything, backs out of the room into the stairwell.
Well,
Okay.
Start whistling gently.
I'm guessing as well that mirror might have been a two-way mirror.
So is he burning the kids?
I'd assume so. There
All
was
right,
ash.
I'm gonna perception this room for any entrances, exits, anything
Okay.
that I
Perception
could.
check.
Yeah.
Maybe we were too late. We danced for too long.
don't see anything specific. The exterior walls are bookshelves filled with facades of books. There's the door, there's the fireplace, there's the mirror, there's the mantle, there's the chairs, there's the writing desk. That's all you see. And now that you're aware of them, you see multiple piles of ash irregularly scattered around the room.
Okay. All right. Artlox, you think that mirror might be a one-way? Or
I
two-way
say,
mirror?
I say, once everyone gets out of this room, Coswin, how about you hit that mirror with magic missile? See if it breaks, and if it's a one-way
Or
mirror,
how
then
about
maybe another room.
we don't?
Yeah, but I'm saying once everyone's out of the room, so we can shut the door if fire comes.
No, right? No, I understand that, but why waste a spell slot when I can just throw a dagger
No,
or
okay.
shoot it with an arrow?
I was gonna say I could just toss a dart at it.
Yeah.
I'm
do that.
about to say, so someone has like a particularly stale bit of rations that would do too.
Well, I was just thinking, throw my dagger because it's bound to me. I can just be like, and I have it back.
Yeah, do that. Do that, Sir Hadrian.
All right, so you're chucking it at the mirror.
We're all out the room.
Yes.
Yeah, you're all out of the room in the stairwell, like at the exit. So this is gonna
Make
be a
sure I have
ranged-
this
is a-
set right.
Yeah, this is a ranged attack.
I'm with a dagger, so it'd be 1d20 plus your dex modifier, I think. And is there...
Are you proficient in throwing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And
looks-
Yeah, you grab the dagger out of your belt, give it a little flick in your hand, and boom, throw it into the room. Roll for damage.
Mirror's metal.
It slams into the mirror, and kind of ricochets off and lands at the floor in front of the fireplace, and you see the mirror just kind of like wobble.
We're gonna need something heavier hitting than that.
No, just keep going with that. It'll weaken it.
Seriously?
You know what?
Doing...
I'll cast Eldritch Blast on it.
Okay.
It's a cantrip.
Okay. So, what is your arcane focus?
It is a book.
It's a book. Okay, so you're just carrying around this tome.
Yeah,
and
I
you
have a tome chained to my.
just
my
like
leg.
open it up and blah! Eldritch blast. the blast of it's narcotic.
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 God, it's
Narcotic?
narcotic.
Right, it's pure cocaine.
Every once in a while, you see Rebecca. She opens the book up and it just goes.
Okay, so yeah, Ben, I want you to make a narcotics check and to see how high you
The
get.
blast of energy shoots into the room, slams into the mirror, and it briefly obscures it. And when the arcane energy fades, you just see the mirror sitting there, just
Right. Okay.
it looks kind of like the ripples on a pond more than anything.
Wait a second.
Oh no, because the dagger didn't go through.
Right.
Wait a second. Perry,
Is it
give me your
possible-
ration.
Is it possible to throw a two-handed
sorry?
weapon?
Yeah, you can throw any.
No, hold on. Perry, give me your ration.
I mean, just one.
Just give me one ration.
Yep.
Okay. In these rations, Ben, I'm assuming they're not just like Lembris bread or something like that. It's like
hardtack and dried meats and dried fish and stuff like that. Stuff that preserves well and carry.
Is there anything that would have yeast in it?
No.
Uh,
Any leavened bread wouldn't
Hold well.
Wouldn't hold
All right,
well.
I'm gonna take the meat out of this, and Sir Hadrian, toss this at that mirror.
Take the piece of meat. Do another D20 plus Dex.
Proficiency too, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Because he has
proficiency,
proficiency in thrown.
So D20
So-
plus 2 plus Dex. Okay. So you take the little piece of meat and throw it in there, and it just hits it and kind of.
Right. Okay. So it is not a portal. because technically there would be living matter inside of that, so it's not a portal. It's
Lands on the mantelpiece, just sits there.
Yeah. So why don't we backtrack
Back down the
and
stairs.
all the way down these stairs? But as we're going, we're checking this. We're checking the walls. Any doors or anything like that? And can somebody else do a secondary check of this room just before we leave? Because
Okay, I
I
can.
think I did well, but I'm not sure.
I can do a perception check.
You think you did well on that 6? You did?
Well, Coswin thinks he did well. I know
okay,
I didn't
yeah,
do
right.
well.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I'll do a
I'm gonna
perception.
summon my dagger.
Okay, you dagger comes back to you.
Yeah, it looks great, Goswin. Nothing could have.
We're gonna be stuck here forever. All right, so just back down the staircase,
Yeah.
checking the walls, looking
Investigation.
for.
All right, you backtrack down the stairwells, the stairwell. You
Can I get
walk
advantage on that with somebody else helping?
Yeah, that's fine. You can get advantage on that. You're feeling the smooth flagstones around the crevices and grout and whatnot. You don't find any switches or levers or hidden compartments. Just walls.
Do they feel like stone or are they metal?
Stone. They feel like stone.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Do we just want to yell at the top of our lungs and see if anybody else alive is in this house?
No.
Well, I mean, there's all those ghosts that can understand us.
I mean, that's why I said alive. I prefaced it with living.
I know, but
individuals.
if someone just screams out back at us, how are we gonna know if they're alive?
So just yell out, scream back if you can't see through your own hand. Like I think that
You
That
don't
might
hear
help.
any-
I'll be right back.
No, I didn't
You
say that out loud.
Oh, okay. So, what are we doing?
Are we back down the stairs?
Yeah, you guys came back down. You're at the top of the landing, basically.
Are the ghosts there?
Every once in a while, you see like a ghostly visage just like cross from room to room. They don't seem to pay you much mind.
Can we ask one of them which way the man in the long cloak went?
Yeah, you call to one of them that's passing by. It's another boy, a little bit older with like disheveled hair. He comes back up to you and he goes, they head up the stairs, always up the stairs.
Where does the man go after he goes up the stairs?
Shrugs his shoulders,
Does he never come back down?
makes his head.
He always just comes through the doorway, go up the stairs, and then he comes back out the door. Then he comes through the doorway again later.
Nods.
You can probably dimension door.
Well, no. When he goes up the stairs and does that, and goes and does his things up on the stairs, how long does it usually take him to come back through the doorway again?
Thinks for a moment. He goes, sometimes days, sometimes years.
Okay, there's a portal. There's a portal in that room. There's got to be.
Back.
Do you
Unless-
remember going
unless
up
he's
the
doing
stairs?
dimension transporting.
That's what I said, dimension door.
A dimension door is just a 60-foot like teleporting thing. You're thinking of planar transport.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. Unless he dimension doors to a portal.
I think we just need to search this house. What do you do? What do you do around here? Does he like do you just? What do you do here?
We tend to the manor.
Why?
Cannot leave. And clean it.
Why?
Why?
We have nothing else to do.
You don't have like a book club or
Book club.
anything?
They're all made
Stares
of metal.
Don't play.
at you.
Movie night.
So
Like
the
my-
man in the cloak has nowhere else he goes.
No.
He's never been in any other room in this house.
Thinks for a moment. Not that I can remember.
Do you remember going up the stairs?
Closes his ghostly eyes.
That's a great idea. I can relive them being incinerated.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember. So long ago.
Don't focus too much on that.
Yeah,
Let's
no.
come
I
back
shoot
here.
back
Come on.
open.
Yeah. All right. So, thank you. Who's the oldest here? Who's been here the longest?
I do not know.
All right. I don't know. Can we get like a house meeting together or something?
Yeah.
Like,
Get all the ghosts.
can we just gather everyone here in this room?
I'm Lord of the Ghosts.
I don't even know how many there are.
But hey, it's a great idea. Now we can take a head count, or a spectral head count. Either way, we can figure this out.
You know any good
A
icebreakers?
lack of
Cosmo?
body count.
Who
He
knew
looks at
dead
you and
kids were
shakes
so
his head For
boring?
a second, and he goes, "It'll take some time."
Hey, that's fine. You've got all the time in the world.
Is there a library here?
Points up the stairs.
Oh, good.
No, that's not. No. That's not. Forget about the stairs. Forget about the stairs for right now.
What's in the rest of the house other than up the stairs?
Looks through one doorway to one side, one door to the other. Fine manner. Bedrooms and kitchens and storerooms and drawing rooms and.
Is there an armory?
hallways. I don't remember seeing any weapons.
Do you know of any like?
That's
slightly
about a
circular,
no mistake.
somewhat magical portal or just something that looks to not necessarily be material anywhere in the house. You never touch it. Maybe at some point it's it's open. Maybe it's closed sometimes. Anything like that. Just
Shakes his head.
no, nothing like that. It's okay. Just go and get everybody. Just go and get everybody. We'll wait here.
Floats off, and about half an hour goes by, and every once in a while you see another like ghostly visage just float into the room. And you guys you're in a very large foyer. You guys can see after it starts to get a little unsettling after about a dozen show up. You guys can see hundreds of individuals starting to progress into the room.
We're gonna need a bigger room.
No, we'll be fine. I mean, it's not like they take up space.
Material space.
Eventually, it's the point where it's hard to differentiate between like individuals because they're like semi-transparent, and you can't really tell if you like the.
Are they all children?
Yeah, they're all between like 6 and like 14.
The fuck?
Fucking
When
hell.
Oh my
when
god.
all of them when they stop coming to the room, like when everyone's here, or I'll ask.
You wait till at least like you don't notice the people anymore. Visages
Okay.
floating in.
Right. Okay. Hello. We're visitors, obviously. Haven't seen any of you before. We have some questions that we have for everyone here. So,
If they all point to the fucking tower and...
is it one of us?
Assimilate. Assimilate.
First one, who's been here the longest? Don't worry, talk amongst yourselves, figure it out. We'll wait.
There's nothing but silence. There's a lot of you see a lot of like emotion. A turnaround, and then a girl who appears to be about 13, 14 years old just materializes through several others and comes to the front.
Great.
Long
Okay.
hair, big eyes.
How
You can
long
see
have
that
you,
she's a much like more of her body is completely invisible. It's just kind of like shoulders up at this point, and the bottom half is just kind of like fading off into like the etherealness.
Right. Good. Well, not good, but either way. How long have you been here?
Good.
Looks at you and again closes her eyes and kind of winces a little bit. Hard to track time, but years, hundreds of years, maybe.
Right. Okay. Have you ever seen the person who owns this manor without their cloak on?
Shakes her head.
Have you ever seen them go into any other room in this building?
Shakes her head.
Okay. I'm going to... Okay. When he brings new... Yeah, fuck it. When he brings new living children here,
When he brings new...
when they go up the stairs, do new children like you appear?
She looks behind her, and there's a bit more of material-looking child there who comes forward, and it's a boy about 9 years old, and he comes forward and stands next to her, and he goes, "Yes. Can you help me?"
First things first. We're just trying to figure things out right now. We'll talk about helping people in a little bit.
We're trying to stop the inflow of more of you.
I mean,
Don't say that.
No, I'm not
Don't
saying...
say that. Don't make them feel worthless. They're already
Stop
dead.
the cycle.
Oh, they're already dead.
Do you remember being anywhere else before going up the stairs?
Are you talking to the boy or the girl?
Kind of to the group, with my face covered with the fucking invisibility.
You see the boy and the girl thing for a second again. We're in our homes, and he was there. The boy, for a second, dark hair, golden eyes. Said he wanted to play.
A game?
Yes.
There was a
Oh,
boy.
God.
We followed him, and then we were someplace else.
Okay. All right.
Okay, can I
I just...
history check for golden eyes? Like a
Yes.
golden-eyed creature.
What was with that? Yes. Yes.
I'm saying yes. He could check. It takes you a minute, Artlocks, but you remember after coming to Rend, you specifically asked Arcus to beef up on the history of the realm,
Yeah.
and you went over several books with him, and you do remember coming across reports of a small boy with dark hair and golden eyes and child disappearances from before Rend was abandoned. At the time, you didn't think about it because it was child disappearances for people whose entire families have already deceased.
Yeah.
So you didn't think about it, but you remember that now that it's mentioned.
Okay, I think... Okay, question to the room. Well, not to you guys.
I think he's talking to the ghosts.
I'm talking to the ghosts.
Oh.
Is there's no one else in this house, correct? Like that. Right now.
You see hundreds of heads shaking.
No, as in there is, or no, as in we're the only ones.
Hang on. So you never see the man come back. Do you ever see the boy come down the stairs?
Nope.
I think they're being very literal.
Yeah.
Does anyone
They're
ever come
ghosts.
back down the stairs?
No.
Do you see the
No,
boy
I
in the
think that
house
is-
at all?
Seems as though he
Sir,
takes the kids upstairs and then kills them,
Yeah.
But then there's
He-
gotta
but
be
he
a way.
doesn't come down.
Yeah.
I mean, either he escapes through somewhere in that room, or is the fire? I don't know.
Or we could be dealing with a creature that is powerful enough that they just come back after they die, like like
good
certain
for that.
demons or demi-demons or celestial
well-
beings. They don't die if they're killed in a certain plane, and this could be a way of getting around that.
What's the point in killing all these kids?
I mean, the yellow-eyed demon in Supernatural took kids to try and make his own.
Never
I'm
watched
gonna-
that show. No idea.
Really?
I'm gonna ask.
Don't
I'm
even
gonna
start. Don't even start, Arlox.
Yeah,
Don't even
touche.
start.
Is there a Lydia here?
The oldest, the older girl, looks at you and she goes, "I don't even remember my name."
Okay, who's the last Okay, who's the young?
The newest people.
Who are the
It's the boy
newest ones
standing
to
next
come
to her.
here?
You've got
The boy?
the oldest and the youngest with you.
Do you
Okay, the
remember your
youngest.
name? I'm talking to the younger boy.
He looks up into your horribly disfigured eyes and he goes, Thomas, I think.
Thomas.
That's not one of the ones we're looking
No,
for,
no,
is
no.
it?
Unless we've missed one.
You came from Rend, yes?
Yes. Do you know my mom?
Let's keep on subject. On subject right now. Let's
Focus.
focus.
Everyone knows your mum.
Yeah.
Well, no. No, if we can work... No, who is your mother?
Hang on, let me browse.
Because if we can work out if he's a
There's thousands of
No, no,
pages
no,
of
no, no.
backstory for the hundreds of ghosts in here.
Well, in all fairness,
It goes.
in all fairness, you guys had me do. I'm gonna bring this up. Oh,
Was
did
it
I take- I must-
25? Was it the
I know,
25?
I took it out of the
cards?
main notebook and I put it in the Rend folder, but I've got that entire page of I'm gonna hire 24 people.
Yeah,
No.
Ben.
If I can find out if this person's mother is currently a living resident of Rend, we can tell if he's recent. And if he's
Arlox,
not recent...
I know you fancy yourself a great leader. Do you know the name of every person that lives on Rend right now?
I've seen the lists of them.
Just the women.
Gonna cut in. I'm just gonna cut in. I'm gonna now just, for no reason, just ask every child what their name is. All 100.
So you start. Perry peels off into the crowd and just starts asking them.
Cacophonous.
Just start
Ben, what's their
asking-
names? What's their names, Ben?
Most
Tell
of
me.
them don't just give you blank stares.
Okay. Yeah.
The boy, does he remember his where
yes,
he lived?
his mother's name is Juniper.
And where did you live?
I right off the big street.
Question: were the majority of the buildings broken when you moved in?
No, they were new. We had a new home.
Okay, yeah. So wait. Who ruled? Who ruled
no.
Ren? Who was the leader of Ren?
I don't know.
Okay, no. He's...
Was there a
Do you
was there a big
remember?
tavern on?
Yeah.
He's a man.
Do you remember the big tavern? Do you remember the image that was hanging outside?
Yeah. It was
A pig?
somewhat, it was like it was a pig.
Okay, he's recent.
He's a recent addition. so hey, that must make you feel like shit, Arlox. He died on your watch.
And yours, bitch.
Oh, yeah, don't you have a title?
I do, but
Aren't you the person
really...
in charge of
I
keeping
don't-
like order?
No, I'm
You don't think Cosman cares?
I'm the keeper of what is it? I'm the keeper of secrets. I'm the keeper of I'm the
Arcana.
like the court mage.
Yeah, you're the court mage,
So
and you're also in
should
charge
you-
of like the information that flows through the town.
So should
Yeah.
you be aware
I'm also
of...
technically the current trainer and leader of the town guard because no one else took that job.
Wait, then shouldn't you be aware of a magical portal?
What I'm hearing, Roach, is you should be aware.
Hey,
of
we were gone. We were gone in a
In all
portal.
fairness, nobody spends any time actually administering to their to their tasks. Which is why Artlau is basically just stepped in and has taken like the regent position.
Great. So, all right.
So is what I was trying to assume is if they instantaneously turn into ghosts, or if it's a time thing.
So why don't we? I think we got. I don't think we're gonna get anything else out of these.
No.
Out of these. Yeah, you can go. You can go now. You can go.
You've been very helpful.
They just you see the like simultaneously they all just start departing.
Well, that's
through various
unsettling.
doorways. Yeah, it's like watching like water flowing in like
Why don't we explore the house? Why don't we go
Or
through?
let's have Rebecca put her hand in the mirror. touch the mirror.
Why are the children stuck as ghosts? Is there something keeping them here?
Wait, is one of them still here?
Sure.
Can you leave? Can you go through that door?
Shakes his head.
Have you tried?
Shakes his head, yes.
Okay, that's all right. Never mind. I didn't mean to. You can go now. It's fine. Just. I think we should. Shit.
Shit.
Why don't we have somebody go into that room and touch that mirror, and we have all the rest of us
Actually,
keeping
not it.
that door open. Not it.
Not it.
Not
Well,
it?
Tog's not there right now.
Yeah,
we're
Tog,
gonna
Tog
turn-
loses by default.
So,
Ladies
you guys
first.
What's going
heading
on?
back up. You guys heading back upstairs?
What's going on?
Thanks for volunteering, Rebecca.
What?
You're
gonna
gonna
go
go touch
inside
the
of it.
mirror.
Yeah, you're gonna go to the mirror and touch it, and we're gonna hold the door open.
It's okay. I'll talk to the Lord of Red and see if we can't get you a medal or something. I know we're close.
Okay, so you
Put a
guys
bunch
head
of roaches of metals.
back up this the circular stairwell to the room. You've left the door ajar, and it remains ajar. Why not smash the door by chance? Says they tried that. Getting through the door is not the problem.
It's keeping it open is gonna. Actually, is it a simple just hinge that's keeping this door onto the wall?
Would you like to inspect it?
If I break the mirror?
Sure. Yeah. I'm gonna inspect the door while we go.
Okay.
The mirror might be our only way out.
16. Fine.
It seems to be bolted on there with in entirely sturdy metal construction.
No, I'm talking about the hinge itself.
There are hinges because the door
bolted.
opens.
So there's no locking mechanism that's in the hinges. Like it doesn't close
on the-
itself.
They're simple, just mechanical hinges.
All right. So okay, let's.
I'm gonna Arcana check the mirror.
All the rest of us, we're keeping this door closed. We're keeping this door open. Open.
The door!
Just- Okay, Rebecca.
I
Sorry,
heard
to the
close.
mirror.
flip there.
Investigation check or Arcana check. You go up to the mirror and you're distracted by your own beauty.
Just touch it.
I'm gonna reach out and
Touch the mirror. You see yourself. Touch the mirror.
ripple. Does it bounce back and forth like it
Just
did
touch
when we punched it?
Not really.
I'm gonna press my hand forward against it.
Press your hand against it. Touching it.
Right. Okay. Okay. Mirror. Mirror was not what we thought it was, guys. It is. We threw meat at it for no reason. Ah.
Rebecca, you look at the piece of meat sitting on the mantelpiece. A little hungry, baby. A little peckish.
What? Rebecca, try every book on the shelf. Every single one of them.
Can I
You start running.
investigation check the room to see if anything's different?
Yes. As long as you don't roll a
Protects
fucking
those
one
who
again.
could help themselves.
Fucking Christ!
Helps those who helps themselves.
You run your fingers across the spines of all of the books. They all appear to be fake. They're all just facades.
Touch the fire. See if it's real.
I'm gonna move over to the fire. Is the fire a real fire?
There's heat coming out of it.
That mean there's a chimney in the room.
Be Harry Potter, you can like teleport with the fire.
Flume powder is fucking.
I take a handful of ash and throw it in.
Is there a lever in the
Desecrate dead
fireplace at all?
bodies. Pardon?
Is there a lever in the fireplace? Is it like Indiana Jones that it turns around?
Would this count for sake of mechanics, Ben, like as a small campfire?
Yeah.
Prestidigitation, does it go out?
You see the flames snuff for a second, then come back.
Fuck.
You keep doing it, and you see the flames just.
So the fire's magical.
The flames then just form a face. Could you please stop?
So he must use that fire.
And spread it.
Yeah.
Tog, Rebecca, I'm sorry. As you're playing with the fire, it's just you just like go. You're like. It goes out for a second, then comes back. As you're doing this, you how do I want to put this?
Die.
Horribly.
No, as this is this as you're doing this, you know, you can feel the heat coming and going and coming and going, and you notice that as you're doing that, you can see just ever so slightly, like some runes glow into existence on the corner of the mantelpiece. Then go immediately, just like in the
Arcana
perception,
check.
just in your peripheral, you just see it glow into existence. Boom, and then as you're playing
Arcana
with fire,
check. No.
you see
Right,
it
this
and
was
then
a-
immediately dismissed.
This was a bad idea. Rebecca, come back here. Hold the door. Hold the door. I'm gonna. Yeah.
There are
Yeah, I'm gonna-
runes in the fireplace.
Thank you. I'm gonna check those.
Yeah. I point him out to him once he comes over. Because he obviously can do it better than I.
You can't see them right now, Coswin, but you run your
I'll
hand
press
over the
digitation.
mantelpiece where
Yeah,
where-
I'll press a digitation it for
Yeah.
him.
and you just for a split second, as the fire dies and comes back, you can see the runes just like the orange, they glow into existence for just a second, and then on the
All right,
corners of the mantelpiece.
Arlux, give me a piece of paper. I'm gonna scratch down what I saw from the runes on a piece of paper with the quill.
So Hadrian's still got my quill.
Right. Hands it over.
All right, I scratched them down.
Okay.
Uh,
What languages do you speak?
I know I'm not gonna be able to do that. I only speak. I speak
I can
Common,
read all
Orc, and Dwarvish.
languages.
Yeah, but that's not gonna help us, Rebecca. We need to know what it is.
Well, you can show
first.
me what it is, and I might know what it is.
I speak Common, Orc, and Dwarvish.
Okay.
I speak Common, Elvish, Dwarvish, and Deep Speak.
Okay.
Got Abyssal.
So Coswin,
Does anyone speak Undercommon?
Infernal. No, I don't speak Undercommon.
Just Elven and Common.
It would have made sense if it was Undercommon, because that was the thing outside could speak that.
Well, they're ancient runes, and Coswin, being a trained, like magical practitioner, you can tell you know that as like all magical runes are rooted in Draconic, that it is an ancient form of Draconic.
Shit, we're dealing with. Ah, fuck! We're dealing with a. It's got to be a dragon. It lives
I'm going
forever.
to,
It lives fucking forever, and it can change its form.
I'm going to, can I read what the runes say?
That wasn't in character, by the way. That was me thinking that.
Can you?
Yeah, because I can read all languages.
Yes, you can.
What do they say?
You look at the one in the upper left-hand corner of the mantelpiece. And,
Don't read it out loud, please.
Yeah, no.
it
I know
is-
how magic works.
It is an ancient rune for the number 4.
Okay.
You look to the one in the upper right-hand corner of the mantelpiece, and is an ancient Draconic symbol for the number 2.
42. It's the meaning of life, the universe, and everything.
Holy
That was for all you British fans out there.
slowly folds up a
May-
piece of paper.
Maybe he's got to sacrifice 42 children every so often. He gets to live forever.
Way more than 42 children.
There's a lot. Wait, is it a round number of 42 though?
No, well, I mean, he's got to keep. Got to keep doing 42.
Is it like does it evenly divide by 42? You didn't count them all, so you don't know.
4
Okay.
and 2.
Is there any other ones?
Where are you looking?
Oh, I mean on the paper.
No, you saw those two.
Okay,
Upper left-hand corner and the
let's
upper
all
right-hand
go in the room. I'll press a digitation. We're all looking at a different corner of the room. If you see a rune appear in the room, like raise your hand and point it out, and we'll look, and then we'll get someone to note it down next time.
Yeah, some people in my chat saw this, noticed the same thing. Okay, so
right, no, hold on a second. That's a bad idea.
I'll
Sir
hold
Adrian,
the door.
keep the door. Yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
trust this fucking door.
Okay, so who's doing the prestidigitation on the fire?
I will.
I am. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I have prestidigitation. I can
Rebecca
do it
does.
all
So you
day.
guys stand, the rest of you stand in the center of the room, like back to back, facing in other directions, and Rebecca starts. And as the fire goes out and then blooms back on, you can feel the heat kind of that wave radiate out, and you guys notice that there are 2 more runes in the lower left and the lower right of the mantle place, like by the floor.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Um,
Oh my Hermes.
Lower left is identical to the one in the upper right. Is ancient draconic symbol for 2, and the one in the lower right is the ancient draconic rune for 3.
So we got 2, 2, 4, 3 in the net. So 2, 4, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay.
Goddamn problem solving. Okay.
Damn riddles. Wish I could kill him.
Are there any of the metal books? Do any of the metal books correspond, like, with, say, those numbers on their spine?
Numbers on their spines.
So, like, on the spine of the books, is there the numbers written?
Do a perception check.
I've already perceptioned the books. Okay.
Do another one, because now you're specifically looking
Okay,
for
fair.
something.
They change.
Okay, so you're going across the room and you're just scanning with your eyes, looking for similar runes or combinations of letters or anything in Draconic. You're going around. You get to about the opposite. You get around about halfway through to similar to kind of where the near where the door is. You get about 5 feet away from the door, and you're looking across. You go across again. You're scanning down, and you get to like the bottom row. And as you're scanning across, you notice that there is like an indentation in one of the books.
An indentation?
It looks like a button.
Don't press
I'm
that
gonna
button.
brace myself.
Like it's like the spine of one of the books. There's like a little line like
I'm gonna
going down from the top.
investigate the
Wait,
button.
hold on.
See if
I
there's...
can press it with I can press it with my mage hand.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna see what it's connected to if I can.
Okay.
You can't necessarily. It doesn't seem to. It's just like it's part of the spine of the book, like flush with it. But you can see there's like a little line where the break is. Can't really see. It's
Okay.
not like there's wires hanging out from it. Or
Everyone, get out of the room and you mage hand it then.
Right. So we all get out of the room.
All right,
I'm
so
right
you
at
guys
the I'm
all
right at
get
the
out of the room.
threshold.
all right, so you cast Mage Hand.
Yep. So it's this little like floating spectral hand.
Mm-hmm.
It goes to where that button is.
Okay.
And
it
since
just-
it can't attack, activate magical items, or carry more than 10 pounds.
But it can
But-
exert that enough force to do that.
Yeah, it can exert force, so it's just gonna press the button.
Okay, so it presses the button and you hear click, and the button comes back out. Boom! And the door slams shut in front of you.
So it's just like right into my face. And
Yeah, yeah. Because you were like on the edge, kind of like guiding your hand. So it hits the button. There's like you hear a click. There's a few seconds pause, and then the door just on its own slams in front of you, and you just hear, and you can feel heat start emanating through the metal door in front of you.
Oh god, I hit my fucking nose. Oh.
A couple
Oh,
minutes
God.
pass, and you can it sounds like like a butane torch in there just.
Oh, we
And you
found
can
the
see-
button.
You can see the door starts to get red hot, and actually starts to glow from your side.
Oh my god.
And then after about 5 minutes, about 5 minutes in, you hear it turn off.
Everything that is holy and unholy.
My mage hand's still in there.
Yeah, Mage Hand is just like, okay.
It's got a duration of a minute, so it would have dispelled.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have the mage hand. Actually, fuck it. if it's okay,
I've got an unseen servant
Here-
I can send in there.
here's my line of thinking out of character to all of you guys, so we can be on the same page here. I'm thinking red dragon, changes form to a child, can survive that, and then shifts planarly from that room.
Possibly.
That's what I'm
But
thinking
why?
right now.
Why red dragon? Oh, because they're the evil ones.
Because they're fire resistant. They don't take damage from fire. Or they do
I
take
mean,
damage.
why-
I think.
Why are they killing
Note to
kids like
self.
this?
Make them fight Red Dragon.
It could
It's
simply
my
just.
it's my nightmare, Ben. It's-
Is the door still red hot, right?
Well, it seems like the heat source is turned off, so it slowly starts cooling down.
Okay,
It doesn't
so
take long before the
I can open it
glow-
with my mage hand.
the glow
while it's still
dissipates,
hot.
but it's still like fucking hot as shit.
I was just
we
gonna hit
need
it
to
with ray of
find out
frost.
where the fire is being emitted from. Is it going to be the fireplace?
That would be my guess.
I would crazily assume that's where the magical fire that's going there goes.
Why don't I do this? I'm just going to. All right, everybody, get ready. I don't think anything's going to be on fire in here because everything's metal. But yeah, mage hand again. It's a cantrip, so it doesn't freaking matter.
Don't matter.
And it's gonna turn the doorknob and push.
All right,
Slightly.
so the door slides open, and you can like a blast of heat. It's like opening the oven door when you're baking a pizza. Just whoosh, down the hallway. All y'all kind of gotta cover your eyes for a second. Then after
Actually, feels really good on my crushed nose. Actually,
it dissipates after a moment, and you guys can see into the room. And as you're gazing in, you can see those draconic runes are blazoned red hot in their corners. And as the temperature starts to fade, you see them start to dissipate.
did anyone ever take dispel magic?
I did.
Wait, you did?
Yeah. I'm the utility wizard. Of course I did.
Wait.
Remember he opened the door?
Yo!
Yeah, remember
Yeah,
I
he used
dispelled
it on
the
the
door
door
at a ninth
before.
level spell?
Yeah.
Is
No, I
Angelo
didn't.
a warlock?
Yeah, you're a warlock.
Yes,
you're not
I'm a
wizard.
warlock, though you don't know that in character.
So why not? Because that means he had to pledge himself to like some sort of dark.
For all you
God.
know, I'm just a sorcerer.
So,
So,
I
what
know
are we
that's
doing?
not true. Rebecca.
Is on the phone.
Yeah, we'll wait for you to finish.
Anyway, what's your thing? But out of character,
I'm
you
thinking-
you said red dragon. It could
Yeah.
also just be a dragon, not dragonborn, but a dragon-blooded sorcerer.
No, because you can't. Because polymorph is a different thing. Sorcerers don't get.
Could
Don't
be a
get changed
demon.
self. Could be a demon. Could be a demon, but they don't normally change themselves. They're very proud of who they are. It's a dragon is a very
Yeah, they
conniving,
hide
evil
all the
son of a
time.
bitch who hides a lot.
They don't
hopefully-
necessarily.
What do you
Yeah,
need,
dragons
Roach?
won't necessarily believe in honor or doing what's fair.
Chromatic
Just-
dragons mostly, which is why I say red. But Rebecca, why don't you cast dispel magic on the runes?
I'll try it.
Because
I'll
if
cast
it's
Dispel
if
Magic.
it's a very high level magic spell, then possibly the individual who casted the magic or made the runes would be connected to it somehow and would immediately figure something out was wrong, and then we have to deal with them. But I mean, it's better than just sitting here for the rest of our lives with like 1,000 like ghost children.
Okay.
As far as we know, they don't even have
Magical
food in this
effect
place.
within range. Third level, lower than target for each. Okay.
We're
So-
doing this from the hallway.
Okay. So Rebecca, you cast dispel magic on the mantelpiece where the runes are, and the runes are almost faded out of sight. You cast dispel magic on them, and they just disappear.
Okay.
Right.
Now-
Hold on.
Everyone
Hold
out of the room, push the mage hand button again.
Hold on.
Good.
Can I quickly read Unseen Servant? Because it might be better if we can get it to do it, and if it sees anything.
If you could
Okay.
get Sir Arthur Grimsby to do it for you.
Go, Arthur! Go, Arthur! I don't want to be burned.
You
You're a
knighted your
spirit.
unseen servant?
Yes, you did.
I don't know if Artlox put the Sir in there or if I just added that in 'cause it sounded good, but
Oh.
Could technically
which
knight
one.
it.
well, you're royalty, so I mean, anything you create with your body should be royalty. Your children would be, so your unseen servants, who knows?
Oh my god, it can mend things for me.
So for you, get a sewing kit.
Oh, it can pour wine as well. Fantastic.
Yes, it's literally like it's a servant.
So I guess can you? It can inform us of things, right?
That's what I'm
They
trying to
can deliver
find out.
messages.
It's a mindless, shapeless force. So I don't know.
Yeah, I the way I see them is it's like half an ethereal butler.
So it would be able to inform us what it saw, or at least me, maybe.
How long does it last?
It's like an hour in it.
Well, under duration you have instantaneous, so I'm not sure.
Oh.
Oh, that's Rebecca's. No, that's Dispel Magic. I'm sorry.
Unseen servant. One hour.
Okay.
Just get.
All right, let's do that
Okay.
then. Everybody, just kind of step back a little
Everyone
bit.
back outside of the
So
party
you
room.
cast Unseen Servant. Sir Arthur Grimsby appears next to you. You inform him of what you want him to do, to go into the room, to press the little button you found, and then to just wait there and
See what happens.
and see what happens. So you
so
see him
horrible.
glide into the room, and you see his ethereal hand go down and click. A couple seconds go by, and then clang, the door slams in front of you again, and you see for a few minutes you see the door glow red hot. You wait for the sound to stop. You wait for the door to cool down a little bit, and then
Well, actually, Sir Arthur Grimsby could just open it immediately. Since he
That's-
doesn't give a shit about
so
fire.
you're saying the plan is to turn on the furnace, then open the door
No,
to the
no,
furnace?
I mean after it's off.
You don't want to wait for it to cool down?
Yeah.
It'd be like
wait,
opening. It'd be opening like a forge. Like
Just so that we can see inside. My logic here is I want to see if those runes have reappeared.
it incinerates everything. It's just black
I mean,
dust on the ground. Like that's enough to like your eyes would pop if you were close enough to that heat.
I mean, I can hit the door with ray of frost if you want to cool it off.
I mean, yeah, it's okay. We can wait.
You wait several minutes, the door cools down, push it open. Sir Arthur
the room's
Grimsby's
back.
just kind of sitting there. You're, kind of.
For some reason, I get the image that he's got like the towel over his forearm.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
kinda
yeah,
sitting
yeah.
there Like
He's
that.
got a top hat and
he's-
stuff and a monocle.
You can only see him from the sternum up, and the bottom half is just kind of like ethereal mist. But he's standing there with his one arm with the towel, and he's got that Alfred look to him, like very put up, like, put upon.
AskJeeves.com.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
God, is that still a thing?
I don't
I
know.
think so. What do you guys want to do?
What did he see? All right, Lux, what did he see?
He looks at you and goes, "The fireplace erupted flames, sir."
And not in a normal way.
Did anything else happen?
Any glowing
No.
symbols on the wall?
Shakes his head.
Portals?
What about dispel magic on the fire?
I can do that.
Level spell is this that you're using?
It's a third
Third-
level. spell.
Third level spell slot. I only got 2 of them.
Is there anything else you can do at third level spell spot?
Counter spell. That's about it. That's all I know of that and clairvoyance.
Probably a good idea not to do this again, not to do the dispel thing again.
Actually, Atlox, could you ask your servant here if there's actually a chimney up into the
Oh, yeah.
fireplace, since he can just stick his head in there.
He heads on over, sticks his head into the fire, sticks his head back down. And he goes, "It seems to go somewhere, sir."
Up, or is there another room?
Up.
Go.
Wait a second. The unseen servant, it doesn't like it can go through walls and stuff, right?
It can into existence in unoccupied space. So wouldn't be able to go through.
No, it's not a ghost. It's just invisible.
Yeah.
and performs medial tasks.
And it can only be 60 feet away from Artlocks.
I think we need to search this whole place. Think room by room,
The whole house, yeah.
everything. The whole house. We need to search it. We need to do that. I think this is a. I think if it is what I'm thinking, which I mean, there's a good chance it's not. But if it is a red dragon, then it has planar transport, which means there's no portal here. There's nothing. This is just a room to burn shit up.
This is probably just a killing room. There's probably nothing in it.
Yeah, there's nothing here. So let's check everywhere else in the house. Who knows? Maybe we'll find something. Maybe there'll be a transport scroll somewhere in here.
How long does it take before the fire comes back after I do prestidigitation?
Just a second.
Would it be long enough to throw an owl up a chute?
Sure.
Because I can throw the owl up the chimney, and that owl has dark vision.
Okay.
You finally found something that dark vision. Good job.
Yeah, and it can fly. So I'm going to deploy the recon owl.
Okay. So you deploy the owl, prestidigitation it, and
I'm gonna hurl the owl
shove it into the flume, and then
flies up the chute.
And then it, like a bat stuck in a chimney in an old house. You see, it just goes up this like narrow corridor, and then bloop, plops out the top. Not quite at the top of the tower. Just seems to like diagonally go out part of the side of the tower, and you can see through the owl's eyes that there are like ash stains further up the tower where the chimney like exits out.
Oh God! Like maybe someone tried to escape through the flume.
Or maybe hundreds of years of
burning children might
burned something. His
I mean, think of the amount of ash that came out of the furnaces at Auschwitz. That, like, it's gonna leave some on the inside.
Okay.
So why don't we go around and let's just...
Okay, gang, let's split up and look for clues. Scooby-Doo style.
Raggy.
No clues.
Zoinks!
Moving swiftly.
Zoink, Scoop!
Ben, how many other rooms are there? Can we tell?
It's a large mansion, so dozens.
Upstairs, or is it the only room
bringing
upstairs?
the owl back to you, Tog?
Yeah, I'm gonna prestidigitation and have the owl fly out.
Okay, so you command your unseen servant to nose, not the unseen, your familiar, to nosedive back down the chimney, and as you could hear its wings flapping into the sides coming down, you prestidigitation out the fire, and it flaps around the room for a little bit, then lands on your shoulder. And Rebecca, as its wings flap through the room as it does a circle, you see it disturbs a little bit of dust that has gathered in crevices, and you see a tiny little number underneath the button you guys have been pushing.
I move over and very carefully
What's
clean
the
off
number?
the rest of the dust so I can look at it.
It is just a number. It is not encoded in any way, and it says 4.
Oh.
Where was the rune that had 4 on it? In the
Top
upper
right.
left.
Upper left.
Top
Up the
right.
left of the mantle.
Top right. It's 2, 4, 3. Oh, sorry. 2, 4, 2, 3. Remember, flip that because it's a camera.
Okay. Is there anything there in the mantelpiece where the 4 was? Like an indentation or anything?
That's where the rune was. You dispelled it. It's gone.
Okay. So it's just a flat
Yeah,
surface?
it's
a mantelpiece.
it's like stone work. What it looks like stone woodwork and wood mantelpiece, but it's all
Okay,
just,
so
painted metal.
are there any other numbers in the room?
And do a check. Start looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll assist you
Okay.
so that we get advantage.
Okay. You spend some time, rubbing, trying blowing on a book. You see a bunch of of ash just a lot of gets in your eyes and in your mouth as you're trying to
You just got a child in your mouth there.
Yeah, it's a little disturbing. And what you manage to come across is several more numbers. 2 of them are too high to reach, but there's another one on the opposite side of the doorway, and it seems like there's several more buttons that accompany.
So
There's a 2, a 3, and a 4.
So if you're facing the doorway, in the to the lower right of the doorway, you found a button with a number 4 on it. The bottom left, if you're facing the doorway, found a button with the number 2 on it. And then way up at the top of the room, out of reach, there is a lid. You see, because now you know what you're looking for. Upper right, you see a 3. Upper left, you see a 1.
Ben, just as a clarification, Unseen Servant, he does have an AC and a hit point.
A hit point.
So
he has a hit point. That's a good point.
So
he would have been
evaporated by the fire.
So he would have been dispelled by the fire then.
oh shit.
I didn't actually think that he had stats, but no.
no, he
does.
did. It's in there.
Yeah.
He has a strength of 2. Can't attack.
So yeah, the fire would have killed Arthur Grimsby.
So
The hand
that's-
doesn't, though. The hand doesn't. It's-
Okay, so-
Arthur Grimsby the third, I believe that would have been.
Yeah.
So
treat
we
them
need
all as
so
children?
if we want to match the things on the Okay, so the only number that's not on the fireplace is the number 1.
Do we want to try and mage hand the number 1 and see what happens outside of the room?
If not, we need to figure out the order that's on the So let's all get out of the
Sure,
room
let's-
and hit the 1.
Everybody out of the room. Let's do
Mage
another
hand.
mage hand.
Out of the blast
Press
chamber.
press the 1. This time I am
So
staying.
that's upper left. You're
Yes.
sending him up, and he hits the number 1, and you hear click. A couple seconds go by. Pooh! Door shuts. Repeats the process.
Okay, so we've got to try and match the order on the
Room-
fireplace.
Room heats up, cools back down. You guys push the door back open. Still
But there is no
rooms.
way to complete the order in there because it just like okay, all right.
4, 2, 2, 3.
Yeah, no, we've been hitting 4 first. It could be 2, 4, 3, 2, 2, 3,
What is the one that's
2,
out
4,
of reach, Ben?
1, and 3.
1 and 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So it goes if you're looking at the doorway.
Yep.
Is 1
Yep.
in the upper left, 3 in the upper right, 2 in the lower left, 4 in the lower right.
Coswin, could you get the mage hand to hit 2, 4, 3, 2?
Sure I can. It's just it's still there, so
Yeah. Everyone
Okay.
out of the room
So
again.
everybody goes out of the room.
it does that pattern.
So you go, it goes click.
Flick.
A couple seconds go by before it gets to the other one. Door slams shut. Repeats the process.
I think we need to check the damn building because
Okay.
Well, the children said there was nothing. It wasn't disturbed.
He might have left a code there ages ago, though.
True.
and who knows? I mean, he could be invisible
Or draconic
he
for
could-
dummies.
or you know, he could just have the ability to wipe the memories of the children so they don't they don't recognize that it comes back down. I mean, that's something as well.
Okay.
So let's just check the building. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's everybody split up,
All right.
gang, and let's look for
Everybody-
clues.
Just have everybody roll an investigation.
Da-da-da.
Oh boy.
Could be worse, Sir Adrian. You could be me.
Coswin.
I'm more focused on writing.
I guess I find a particularly interesting book or something, or that the entire building's just metal. Is that it?
You
It's all an incinerator.
You guys spend the next several hours going room to room. You see ethereal children in nearly every room doing like mundane tasks. You find bedrooms complete with bedclothes and 4 posters and dressers filled with clothing. You find kitchen fully stocked, not with food, but with utensils and, cooking implements. Storerooms that could potentially hold food for, for a family for weeks, but are empty and dry. It's a normal house.
It's gonna be something weird, like this person could never have children, so he decided to take everybody else's or something.
And then what? Put his family home in a goddamn demiplane? Like what?
So he could spend an eternity with his family that he's creating.
Okay, Ben. I didn't find anything with that 20.
You found room after room after room. It is indistinguishable from the Artlox's manor. It is very fine. There's furniture, empty fireplaces with no with no wood, no fire, no ash in them. Rugs, furniture,
Like it's all a ruse.
candlesticks. But
Is there anything valuable in here? What are the candlesticks made out of?
silver.
Silver?
Loot, loot, loot.
I mean, the children aren't going to need this stuff, right?
And we can buy them proper graves with it.
We can make a memorial when we burn down that house that brought them here.
We could open up a children's burn center.
Well,
Wow.
that's in bad taste.
Horrible taste.
Wow.
Horrible taste.
Gather their ashes and turn them into jewelry.
That's even in worse taste.
I go to Artlox after we do the search and just like,
Guys,
okay,
meet back up
Artlox.
in the foyer. Nothing of
Didn't-
interest.
Didn't find a thing, but silver candlesticks.
If you want them, have them.
Well, I can't carry them.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You need to buy yourself a backpack for your own goddamn loot sometime.
I have a backpack. I just can't carry a lot because I'm a weakling.
Yeah, same.
Oh man.
I mean, you
Okay.
can give it. If you could find another bag of holding, I'd definitely take that. That'd
I'd
be
definitely
great.
take more bags of holding. It'd be fantastic.
Was
Human
there a library in this house?
Yeah,
Up the stairs.
upstairs.
It's made of metal,
Was
though.
it-
A real
did-
library, Ben.
Did we encounter a study?
Other than the metal study of doom.
Bedroom. A master bedroom.
Yeah, there's bedrooms all over the place.
Okay,
There's
is
not
there
any
one that's
specific-
distinguishable as the master bedroom?
Anywhere with any parchment.
Yeah, you can like loot through desks and drawers and bureaus, stuff like that. And
There
find
must be
a
another
piece of
part to
art.
this house, then.
Or it is that room and we just too stupid to figure it out.
What if we cast a spell on one of the children?
Seems like a waste of a third level spell.
I'm thinking out of the box here. Okay.
No.
Now track with me. Track with me here. Track
No.
track with me here. Track with me here. Shh. All right. He's went through a lot of trouble to get these children here. Okay, and to
So
keep
what?
them here. If we dispel and they go away, he's got to know something happened.
So you're asking me?
They're already dead, Rebecca.
I don't.
You can't hurt them anymore.
They're still alive, as in their spirit.
No, they're not. Coswin shoots his hand out to one of the kids and just kind of like
Goes through, comes back.
they're not alive anymore.
The kid runs off crying.
The kid doesn't notice.
Listen, I would rather use my second spell magic.
Was there any quill and ink anywhere? Just laying about?
Stop writing your.
But so
frickin'
why are you
thesis.
just fucking go to Office Depot? Jesus Christ.
I feel like we're partying with Edmund, but grown up.
I didn't realize my life was gonna end this way. It turned out to be like this.
Well,
I
hey,
didn't think I need a penny.
here's
Do not
something.
find-
Here's
do not
a nice
find
little
any-
pick me up here. No matter what you write, nobody will ever find it.
You don't fight. You find quills, but no ink.
Oh.
Is all the inkwells dry like it's been here for thousands
Wait,
of years?
Guys, I've
Yes.
just realised something. The fire's magical, right?
Yes.
Why don't we dispel the fire?
I said that. You said don't waste my dispel magic.
Well,
No.
what would
I can go do that.
I mean, we could wait. I mean, if anything does, I mean, we could just keep trying dispelling every rune inside of that room. We'd be here for a week, but I mean, there's plenty of beds, so.
I know.
And Perry can just eat like the carpet or something.
You just start eating the drapes.
Can he eat a ghost child?
I
Find
know.
it fulfilling.
I will,
Spiritual cannibalism? Is that what we're doing right now? What if we do this? What if we do this though? What if we call out to the broken city outside and try and talk with the creature while we still stay inside of this building?
Hey, ugly.
I could do, yeah.
we're in here. You're out there. Ha ha.
We're gonna keep it that way, but we want to have a dialogue. That's an option.
That's the plan. That's what we're gonna go with.
We have no idea what our plan is, Ben. Just give us a minute.
I'm going to go upstairs and dispel the fire with dispel magic, and see what happens.
I'm gonna
Okay,
guess
so-
the fire goes away.
You cast dispel magic on the fire.
Now you have to get Roach to use his magic
Okay,
hand.
now push the frickin' button, Coswin.
It's a cantrip. It's fine.
2, 4, 3, 2.
All right, that's what I do. 2, 4.
Are you staying in the room, Rebecca?
2.
No.
Okay, so everybody goes in there. Which one are you hitting first?
Whatever Artlocks just told me to press.
Yeah.
What art locks? Which did you say?
So, in reading order, it would be of the if I was reading it like a book, the Draconics, it'd be 2, 4, 3, 2. Correct?
You're looking at where the runes were, or where
Yeah, where the runes were.
Numbers and that was it was 4, 2, 2, 3.
Oh, that then. Do it in that order.
There are 2 2s. How do you do 2 2s in an order?
You push the button twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boop.
So you're hitting which button? So that's what I got to know is which order are you doing them in?
As you would
Obviously,
read
this is
it.
important.
So
just,
4,
so
2,
upper left,
2.
upper right, lower left,
Yeah.
lower right,
Yeah.
Unless we're speaking Hebrew and then we're doing it.
and you're just
reversed.
doing 1 1 1 1.
Mm-hmm.
Ben, as a practiced magical practitioner who's been to schooling, is Draconic usually read left to right, or is it up and down, down to
Left to right. Yeah, left. It's not like Japanese. It's cool.
Or Hebrew.
Right. Okay.
It's
then.
cool.
It's cool. It's normal.
All right then. Yes, we'll do it like Bartlocks just said.
So you're just gonna go 1 2 3 4, like a Z.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go. Everybody steps out. Mage hand comes back. You hit the first button in the upper left hand corner. Click. Comes out. A couple seconds go by. Door slams shut. And you hear. Well, again, the fire comes back.
Hey Rebecca, thanks for using that 3rd level dispel magic. It was great.
Shut up, Royce.
Okay. Clearly, we've got to try and
Don't
get the
start
right
that
code
shit
order.
again.
So we got
Unless you have a
we've got
better
the
plan.
numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, and
Ben,
the
can we
runes.
have like a visual? Can we have like an actual visual aid here? Because the reversal of the camera is making it very hard to figure out which
Yeah.
Well, that's why
side
I'm saying.
everything's on.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it. Got upper left, upper right, lower left, lower right.
Lower right.
Because that is you. Because you got 2 directions to look: at the fireplace and at the door.
Okay, so the buttons in the room, how are they laid out?
The buttons are laid out. So the one in the upper left is labeled 1. Upper right is labeled 3. Lower left is labeled 2. Lower right is labeled 4. My chat says left, right, left, right. Eight start.
So, God, I feel like I'm back in maths class.
It's like 4 numbers.
Hold on. Oh, hold on. Okay, so the correspondence all add up to 5, except for one corner adds up to 6.
And it helps you out how?
So there's one section that's different, because 4 plus 1 is 5, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 2 is 5, but 2 plus 4 is 6.
You don't got that right.
Really?
Nope.
Shit. Okay.
So you've got. I think you've got the other ones, the runes backwards.
Oh, okay.
That's
So-
what we're saying. It's hard to figure out.
If you're looking at the fireplace, Midge.
Yeah.
The runes on the fireplace. Upper left of the fireplace is 4.
Yeah.
Upper right is 2.
Mhm.
Lower left is 2. Lower right is 3.
Ah, okay. I had the 2 and the 3 the wrong way around at the bottom.
That's why I was looking. I was like, "Oh, maybe Midge does need to go back to math class."
Okay, so we got 5, 5, 4, 7. Damn, that's that one out the window.
God damn.
3 and 4.
Those ones line up.
Okay, the only ones that line up then is the bottom left 2s.
So let's hit that. Let's do that. We literally have an unlimited number of chances. It's a cantrip I'm using.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. We'll do
So everybody steps out, and you're hitting lower left button.
Yeah, the lower left is a 2, right?
2.
Yeah.
Right. So let's do 2.
Click. Slam. Fire. Wait.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna hit one we haven't hit yet. We're just gonna go through every button. It'll take everybody just go
Okay.
downstairs, sit down.
I was about to say,
Just gonna do
while you do that,
Second
I'm gonna go investigate the rest of the house.
You
Again.
guys already did that.
We already did that.
It's
Yeah, you rolled an 11 on your investigation check.
right there in chat. So you go in there. You hit each button one time. Every single time you hit the button, you hear a click. There's a couple seconds, and then
What if I hold? Okay, I do the bottom left 2 again, but instead of clicking it, I'm gonna hold the button.
all right, you hold the button. Nothing happens.
We need more mage hands.
I'm gonna let go of the button now.
You let go of the button. You hear click. A couple seconds go by. The door slams shut.
2.5.
Is the fire still up now?
Yeah, it came back after it was dispelled. It was dispelled and stayed out, and then the next time you tripped the trap, it came back.
I'm gonna go into the room and see if there's. I'm gonna try and perceive if there's anything we're missing.
Anything wincing?
That we're missing.
Yeah.
So like,
Oh,
is
missing.
there
Okay.
extra numbers, extra anything?
Okay. You got plenty of time, so do it with advantage. It doesn't fucking matter. Everything in this room, you've already seen. As far as you know. There's two sets of numbers, one on the mantelpiece, one on the buttons.
Problem solving's like sadism.
Yeah, and why? We're so bad at this. I'm not even gonna bother to try because math for me is no.
What math?
Hang on. Quick question. You know the meat that was on the mantelpiece? Is it very char-grilled now?
It's gone.
Yeah, okay, cool.
It's ash.
Because
There's just
I was
like a little like.
We
like,
knew the flames hurt people because your unseen servant died, remember?
Arthur Grimsby's dead.
until I cast the spell again.
Yeah. Is that a level 1 spell? Well, Cosman,
Yeah.
you got an unseen servant too.
Yeah, so do I.
No, I don't. I have a
do.
mage hand.
No, you have an unseen servant.
No, I don't.
You have one through
Yes,
your
you
ring.
do.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, is that? I barely read this damn thing.
So what you're
For
telling me
fuck's
is
sake.
that we need to get all the
You always
unseen
get on my
servants.
case about making those things, then you don't read them.
So
Oh,
all
yeah,
I'm
one
doing-
D3. Wait a sec. Holy shit! I got it. I got it. Artlux is unseen servant concentration.
Don't think so.
No,
Conjuration, 1 hour, level 1. It's a ritual.
yeah, it's a ritual.
It's a ritual. Okay. Oh wait, what? I have 1D3 charges of unseen servant, so I have 3 right now because I've never used it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So I've got 3 unseen servants, a mage hand,
that's 4.
and you have an unseen servant.
And
That's
I have
5.
an
And
unseen
we got
servant.
6.
6. How many buttons are in the
And
room?
my
4.
axe.
4, 5.
4
There's 5
as far
buttons.
as we know.
There's 5.
There's 5 buttons.
5.
Where's
There's
the
one on the
5th?
book, remember?
That is one
There
that
was
we're
one on the
counting.
book.
Oh god, a visual
Oh, I
aid
thought-
would, for
There
future
are-
reference, a visual aid would very much
I'm
help.
sorry.
In this
There's
situation.
there's only a very limited number of elements. I didn't think a visual aid was necessary for this. There's 4 buttons up, in each quadrant. There's 4 buttons in the quadrants. Each button is numbered, and then there's the draconic runes, 4 of them on the
Okay.
mantelpiece.
Oh, I
So
thought there was
then-
one on the bookshelf.
Yeah.
They're
is this
all
part
on
of-
the but they're it's books. The entire walls are all fake bookshelves, so all the buttons are.
Oh,
on the
I thought this
bookshelves.
was around the door.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I'm
Yeah,
so
but-
confused.
Oh Jesus, man.
Okay.
The entire room is.
Are you suggesting we
completely
press all the
covered.
buttons?
Yes, in sequence, since it goes from 1 to 4.
So at the same time.
Summon
See,
our unseen
here's the thing. If we do this, like, I basically this is the one chance we get.
Unless we do
Unless
it
you
with
want to spend a
ourselves.
night.
Unless we want to spend it, and well, not even if we want to spend a night, because I have a D3 charge, so I could just get 1 tomorrow. So
Sure.
it doesn't. So yeah, it's this
I
is our
mean,
last
I'm-
chance.
I mean,
If-
I could use my spell as well, and Rebecca could
Well,
So
you
use
could I.
guys technically have 5 unseen servants. Oswald's got 3. Artlox has got 1. Rebecca's got 1.
And then we've got a mage hand.
So
I was just thinking, I love the idea that maybe when we first came in it, if one of us just came in it and just pushed a button and just like they just killed
We would
themselves,
die.
that would have been hilarious.
I'm thinking about just doing that now.
I'm just gonna
Walks in
like
here and
make
goes,
it a blank,
"Oh, what does this
make it a-
button do?"
make it a blank,
Ah!
blank
So hey,
page and
chat, you
draw
have
it.
any ideas? You seeing anything on his screen? Maybe let us know.
I've got it on a post-it note. It's not on the screen.
Enhance that image.
Zoom and enhance.
You want to see the back of a post-it note again?
Shit.
Problem solving.
Okay, hang on. I'm drawing you a visual aid right now.
Thank you.
It's just gonna be like.
So
what
the
you're doing-
only number that isn't repeated is 1.
Oh,
Did
listen,
we ever press
no.
1?
Yes.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, because I pressed all of them.
Listen, the first 4 are inside the mantelpiece. We dispelled them.
You just spelled one of them.
Colors.
He just spelled all of them. They're all.
All of them in the mantelpiece. They're gone. So ignore those, since they haven't come back.
Right.
All
right?
So text. Okay, text. Okay.
We've got
so
1-4,
is-
which is the button we've kept hitting, which the first button we discovered, which lit the room on fire.
We've hit every button.
Yes,
Yes,
you've hit
but have
all
we
of the
hit them
buttons.
all at the same time?
No.
We have the chance to. Have we hit them in sequence? No.
No, because the door is
We
slammed
have the
shut before.
ability now to hit them in sequence.
And you wonder why I
All right,
do writing.
Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. I got my shit almost done here.
Is it like the
MS
Fonz
Paint.
level of drawing?
Yeah, it's MS Paint. I'm using Roll20 for this. Text, one more right there. That is that. There we go. Okay, and now we're going over here. Hang on a sec. I gotta do a couple, because I got so many maps. Go back to Medusa for a second. All right.
Fucking Medusa.
And everybody should be able to see this, right?
Yep.
You got a
Yeah.
doorway. You got a doorway and a mantelpiece. The doorway is the one that looks like a doorway. The mantelpiece is the one that's wider.
That looks like a double wide doorway.
Okay.
And then
What?
The
What are
doorway-
you looking at? I'm only seeing the Medusa fight right now.
Oh,
you should be
God.
on the next page. All the players are on this page.
I'm
Does
not-
everybody else see it?
Yep.
I don't.
Yep.
Hold on. Let me reload the thing.
And just to clarify, Ben, the 4 by the door is the first button we found.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Each of those numbers on the doorway corresponds to a button. Each of the numbers on the mantelpiece corresponds to a rune that was dispelled and is no longer there.
Right.
Right,
Okay.
okay.
First thing we're gonna do. I think I get it now. See, the visual aid helps a lot because I'm a visual learner, Ben. I don't.
Yeah, same.
I can't do it in the head.
I'm a kinesthetic learner.
I'm a kinesthetic learner.
Okay,
Jesus
don't throw
Christ.
your big words around here.
So
I learn while I move.
Kinesthetic.
Mage.
Kinesthetic is the third one. You got You got hearing.
It doesn't matter right
seeing,
now. Hold
and
on.
kinesthetic.
We might get out of here.
Kinesthetic means
Everyone-
kinesthetic means you have to do it.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Okay. Mage hand. I'm gonna mage hand the 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay. So you go to the upper left-hand corner.
Yes.
Click. You start moving the mage hand down, the door slams shut, and the process repeats.
All right. So that one doesn't work. Let's see here.
I mean, you've already gone through and hit
We've
every
already
single one
done
of those
this
buttons
before.
once.
I've
Every
hit them
single
all.
time you hit-
I've hit them once, but I'm saying is I'm trying to hit them in sequence. Like
You
the mage
can't
hand doesn't have a
hit
speed
them.
limit.
Yeah, it doesn't. It just shows. Well, it still needs to physically move from one space to the next. It can't be in multiple places at once.
Okay. Can you get the mage hand to hold down the
Yeah.
1 for 4 seconds?
Okay.
Oh,
All right,
what?
so
And
we're
then
about
release.
you got mage hand back. You hold down the one for 4 seconds.
I mean, it doesn't go away. Like it's
Nothing happens.
okay. 4 seconds.
Well, I mean, it doesn't
Okay.
go away, but what's the time limit on it?
I don't know. I mean, it's unlimited, Ben. I don't. Like I mean, it doesn't have an unlimited timeline, but it's a cantrip. So
Okay. So
Like,
you hold
I
down the
mean,
button for 4 seconds. Nothing happens.
And you release it after the 4 seconds, I mean.
yeah.
You release it. A couple seconds go by.
Click.
As soon as you release it, you hear the click. A couple seconds go by, and the
Okay.
door slams shut and fire.
So it's not button combined with time of the button.
I still say we do that in sequence thing.
You
Yeah,
actually
but what
did.
sequence?
No, Ben, we haven't. Not at the
Yes,
same
yes,
time.
yes. What you have done is you hit the 1, and before the hand gets to the next button.
He said the same time, Ben.
Ben,
Oh, you
at
wanna
the
try 'em
same
all?
time.
How do you do something in sequence at the same time?
Yeah.
Or, wow.
That doesn't make any sense.
Or we could press.
If
the
it's at the
forward.
same time, it's all at once. If it's in sequence, it's one and then the other.
Okay, then we can try all at once. We have the
don't-
ability to.
We have once.
Well,
we
you
have the
could-
ability to do
Actually,
once.
Ben, you're not thinking about it clearly. You can push one, then you go back in time. You push the other at the same
Yeah,
time.
Yeah,
Then you go
Ben,
back in time again.
obviously,
There we
just
go.
Time is
use-
wibbly wobbly.
Just you're not thinking clearly, Ben. That's common sense.
So we've pressed all the buttons. Have we tried
So the
pressing
buttons,
the
the
room?
only buttons are the ones on the door.
Yep. The ones
At
that
least that
surround-
we know of.
Yeah. You guys have thoroughly searched the room at this point.
door.
Okay, so there's only buttons on the door, and those were the okay.
make it 4, 2, 2, 3.
We tried that. The door swang shut.
2, 2, 3.
You're saying we've got to make the mage hand be quicker?
Give it some speed.
Give it some of that cocaine from fucking
Yeah.
Rebecca's book.
Just hands it cocaine.
Make a narcotics check.
A narcotics check.
Why has the mirror been added?
Well, because that's what I'm thinking has something to do with it. Because
Because you guys keep bitching that there's not enough visuals, so I'm adding more in as we go.
More visuals! All the visuals!
because the mirror is
Yeah, mage hand lasts a minute.
Yeah, it lasts a minute, but it also moves 30 feet each time. You move it up to 30 feet each time I use it. So, like, it has a movement speed of 30 feet.
So it could hit them in the right order.
Yeah, it could hit them very quickly in sequence.
Very accurate fire, Ben. Thank you.
Oh,
Now you got to get a little blue one in the middle.
Little tiny. No, not blue. Blue.
Why would it be blue?
Because fire eventually
the
becomes
hottest
blue.
point of a fire is blue.
This is like a small campfire. It's not
I don't
melting
care!
steel.
fire wouldn't be that hot.
I mean, it is when the door closes.
Well, yeah.
It turns, when it closes, it's a crematorium.
Have we tried moving the mirror?
Is it like
We
inside?
tried shooting it multiple times. It didn't move, so...
Actually,
Get the
I
mage
mean, like-
hand to
Ben,
take it off the
hang
wall.
on. Ben,
Physically move the mirror.
is the mirror set into the wall or just hanging?
It's hanging.
I move
Ben-
over and try and move the mirror.
I mean, wouldn't the mirror...
All right, you grab the mirror and it comes off the wall.
What's
It's not a
behind the
frame,
mirror?
It's heavy. It's a wall.
Is there anything on the mirror?
Rebecca's face.
Ew.
I mean, on the back.
No.
Nothing on the wall behind it.
I lean the mirror against the wall and then shoot it with an Eldritch Blast.
You shoot it with an Eldritch Blast, and this
Does it do
time,
wobble wobble?
yeah, it does the thing, and this time it falls over from the blast and lands on the.
So that mirror has always been a mirror.
Okay, this is random thinking. If you hang it back up and look at the door, right? The door is directly
Wait
in
a
line with the mirror.
second.
Oh,
It doesn't, like,
reflection.
change anything or
This
anything.
is like the 7th wait a second, so let's see what's going
Hadrian,
on.
hold that fucking thing up. I like your thinking.
Why not just put back on the goddamn wall?
Because you're better. You're stronger than me.
All right,
I'm
what is
not-
the plan? What are you trying to do?
We want to look at the buttons in the mirror.
Reversed.
Okay, so
Well,
you
just
look at
through the mirror.
reversed.
Yeah.
you look in the mirror and the buttons, you know, they're still
It's
there.
just- They're just like looking through a mirror.
It's like looking through a mirror. They're just reversed.
So, but that could be the clue, and we press the buttons in reverse. So the
Right.
one for 4.
Ben, obviously, Coswin's... Or who has the best intelligence in the party? I have a +2, 15. Who has the best intelligence in the party?
You probably.
17.
What?
17.
What?
Sir Hadrian is a very smart individual. In fact, that's like college level, like, professor in this
Yeah.
world, because
Because
I think
10's
20 is
above
god
the
level.
average.
Yeah. So, can Hadrian roll an intelligence check to not be an idiot like we are?
Don't put this pressure on me.
Our
Because
characters-
Ben, we don't understand this
Yeah.
puzzle. We've been here for an hour. We haven't been
More
able to-
actually like almost 2 hours.
Yeah, we've been here for
I don't know how to make. There's
I
stuff
would
you
like
haven't
to
tried
move
yet.
on.
We've pressed
Okay.
every button.
I'm gonna throw the
You
mirror
hit
on the
every button
fire.
One time. You hit every button once before you get to the next button. The trap triggers. You never get to a second press.
Yeah, well, because I can't. Like, we don't have the ability.
Unless we do what I said.
What did you
Fuck.
say?
We
Put all
have
the unseen servants in there and stuff.
And they wait
At each
and then
button.
press the button rapidly in succession.
You guys doing that?
All at the same time.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah, whatever. I cast 3
What
unseen...
other ideas do you have?
All right, nobody else waste them. I cast all 3 unseen servants from my ring. I cast my mage hand, so that I have 4 things that can press a button. So we have Jeeves, Martha, and Elizabeth. My 3 unseen servants.
And
Right
Arthur
now-
Grimsby.
And no,
That's mine.
just my
No.
3. Just my 3
just
and
your
my
3.
and my mage hand. And
His name
what
is
do we want to do?
Tompkins.
Get a consensus before I do this.
What order do we want to press them? Or just all at the same time?
It's just
All at the same time.
I say we push them in succession. Secession.
Because because Ben just said a second ago. This is probably a bit. This is meta, I guess. But I want to get it done. He just said like you push it and the thing always goes off before you finish. Same time. But you
What
know,
is it,
4-2-2.
Is it like certain old phones where you hit all 4 at the same time and it does a menu option?
I'm waiting for a consensus. I'm not offering anything on this. What? Like,
You know what I feel.
No, I don't, dog.
Secession. Succession. Not secession.
I think he's saying
I
just do it
secede
1, 2,
from
3,
the
4
building.
exactly
In
as
rapid
it's displayed.
succession. Yes. Yes, thank you for translating, Ben.
4-2-2-3.
So what do we want to do? So Hadrian,
Ben,
Artlox-
question. What's fueling the fire?
Magic.
Is there any like logs there or anything?
Doesn't seem to be.
Great. Is there like a gas?
It's magic.
Magic.
Like Rebecca dispelled it and the fire went away. Then when the trap triggered again, it came back.
Magic. So okay, like I'm still waiting for a consensus because I'm not gonna perform an action and waste these 3. They got 1 shot in them. They got 1 HP. So
Okay, so let's put it to a vote. Starting with Coswin, we'll work our way right. Coswin.
I am undecided. I have no. I've given up. I've given up trying.
I have no strong opinion one way or the other. Okay, Artlocks.
I think they need to be. I think we need to quickly have one go 4, one do 2 twice, and then one do 3.
Okay, a form of succession.
So you're
Sense.
skipping one of the buttons.
Yeah, because there isn't a corresponding rune.
Okay. Hadrian?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, we've got 2 for that system of succession, 1 for abstaining. Harry?
Yes.
Okay, 3. And I vote yes to that also.
All right, so everybody's out of the room. I'm going to have my
The motion carries.
since we're only pressing 3 buttons. I'm going to have one of my unseen servants come outside of the room with me. We're going to make that one Elizabeth, or Jeeves, and
Martha.
whatever the other one was.
Martha.
Martha. They're in there. We're going to do what Artlocks just said.
Okay.
So that's going to be a. That's going. Wait a second. That's going to be. That's going to be a 4, 2, 2,
3.
3.
So that's the order. So you're doing lower right, lower left, upper left.
Yes. I've got 3 unseen servants. They're all going to be pressing it in that order in short succession. They have the reaction times
Okay.
of a person.
Yes.
So that's it. So it's not going to be click, click.
No,
It's
okay.
going to be click,
I understand.
click. Okay?
Okay, so everybody goes back out, and you hear click, 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 click. Repeats.
Hey, look at that! There goes 2 unseen servants. And, well, my mage hand's still there, but I'm going
The
to...
mage hand's
Bring it
fine.
back.
Mage hand don't give a shit.
I honestly didn't think this would be so bad.
What's that?
Ben, we had no... I didn't even know they were in a square. When I first heard you describe it, I thought they were in a fucking diamond. What did you think?
I
it was gonna
kept
be?
saying upper left, upper right, lower left, lower
talking-
right. That's
Ben,
the
I'm
only way I
talking-
described
I'm
it.
talking for the first 45 minutes. We've been here for 2 hours. Okay?
I know, and I didn't describe it any
Right.
other way. I described the mantle of the doorway the exact same way. 1, 2,
So
3,
we got
4. in
we have 3
quadrants.
more unseen servants and a mage hand. So what do we...
Jesus.
Everyone Everyone is dying slowly on the
I'm
inside.
going to do a. Can I do a flat intelligence check to
That's
test
what I'm
my
asking. Sir Hadrian has the best intelligence. Let
Yeah.
him do it.
Royce?
I'm about to say, are you saying to just do an intelligence check for me to tell you what the answer is?
We can
for-
Sir
solve
Hadrian
it.
has a 17 intelligence.
For him to deduce extra clues that we might not be thinking.
I don't know how many extra clues I could give you without just telling you the answer.
Well, you know what, Ben? That might be the only way.
Also, to argue a fair point, just because we're stupid doesn't mean our characters are.
Yeah.
This is a role-playing, puzzle-solving issue right
Ah,
here.
but can a
I
stupid
don't have a
person
17
role play as a
intelligence.
smart person?
You can do an intelligence check. If you get a 20, I'll fucking tell you what it is.
Nope.
20.
Hold on. I can do better.
He's got a pen luck.
Wait, bardic inspiration.
Jesus Christ.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
bardic inspiration. I
Roll
want to spend
1d8.
Yeah, it's still not gonna give him a natural 20.
Oh.
Ben, we've went over this. It's a modifier.
Sir
on the roll.
Hadrian, I'm trying to think of a way to give you a clue without just telling you what it is. You guys, Sir Hadrian, you realize while looking that you have completely ignored one of the set of numbers.
One of the set of numbers.
What?
So I haven't been ignoring the mantle.
Ben, are there other numbers in this room?
No, there's only the ones I told you.
So we haven't ignored the. Oh wait. Can we press the fucking runes?
The runes are
No,
gone.
they're
They were
gone.
dispelled. The only reason you guys know what they were was because Coswood wrote them down.
To touch them in the furnace? Like when they appear, we touch them?
Set of numbers in the.
All right, here's another one. Okay, you realize that the set of numbers on the mantelpiece doesn't have a 1 in it, while the other set does.
We've
We've pressed the one though.
we've pressed the one.
I pressed. I had the.
Yes,
I
I know
lit
you
it-
did. I've given you so many clues that you guys haven't paid attention to.
So where is
Like
the other
DM
one?
meta knowledge, like trying to tell you without telling you.
So where's the other one then?
It's just on the door. There's just the one on the door.
Yeah, but it's got a. If we've pressed it and it's
Okay.
closed and triggered the trap, it's got
I'm
a.
getting
clue.
ready to slit an ethereal child's throat and spread blood in here.
So
I
is
have
what
one-
I'm
This is
saying
getting
is
ridiculous.
the one
One-
must.
Gentlemen, I have one more suggestion.
What?
We press in sequence again, but we do it in sequence with the door since it has 1 through 4.
Don't have enough people.
We do. Because he has Mage Hand. He has
Oh,
one more
but yeah,
servant,
he has-
I have a
he has
servant,
one more
and so does Artlock. So we can do it one more time.
Okay, let's do
We
that.
have no other options.
Get in there,
Or it
Elizabeth.
requires an actual sacrifice.
Go in, Sir Hadrian.
I don't know. I think how many unseen servants have we sacrificed? That should be enough. That
lot?
should be enough. That should be enough HP to equal 1 peasant.
Okay.
So
Oh,
I
wait.
got-
I just thought. Do you think maybe it's like you got to push the 1 4 times, the 2 2 times, the 3 2 times, and the 4 3 times?
well, we've only got 1 shot at
So
this.
we can't
That's
do
the
that.
only thing we can do. It's either we have to press them in sequence on the door. So 1, 2, 3,
Actually,
4.
no. We can test that theory by just pressing the 1 4 times with the mage hand. No, I tried that, didn't I? I tried that.
Yeah,
No, you
tried
have to
that.
hold it down
What
for
we
4
can-
seconds.
what we
Oh,
can
I
do-
Yeah,
held it
yeah,
down for 4 seconds.
All right. All the unseen servants back out of the room. Mage hand goes up to the 1, and it tries pressing the 1 4 times in a quick succession.
Okay, so you guys all scatter out of the room. You go up to the mage hand goes up to the corner. It presses the button. You hear click, 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 click. Do you have
For
any
fuck's
plan
sake.
after that?
Tell it to do the 3 twice.
3 twice.
Goes over, click,
For fuck's sake.
click.
The 2 twice,
Goes down to the other corner. Click. Click.
And the
and the 3 4 times.
Goes
Or,
down to the last
you know what I
corner.
mean. You know what I mean. The 4 3 times.
Click. Click. And what you guys see is that the mirror is no longer reflecting the room on the other side. You can see another room.
I'm gonna go kill myself now, okay?
So for ages, I almost had it. It's just because we held it and not pressed it. Those numbers.
How about you say we take a quick break here so we can all go.
I'm gonna go run a very hot bath and grab a
And we'll be
kitchen
back
knife.
in just a minute.
Gonna go chug a bottle of whiskey.
Hi. Is here still?
Huh?
Seeing who's still here.
Just me, I think.
To me, I think that was partly my fault. When the whole magic number thing appeared, I kind of turned off because I thought, oh, my character, this is probably more of a magic kind of solution thing here. My guy probably can't help. So I kind of turned off at the beginning. And then when everyone was like going on about how long it was taking, I was like, okay, now I need to actually start thinking.
Same thing with me. I was like, oh, magic, not me.
It's like, okay, we need to actually. So, but I didn't know what they'd actually done. I didn't pay as much attention as I probably should have. In the end, I got it.
Well, because the way Ben made it sound was like every time you clicked it, like it like clicked and then it instantly closed the door.
Isn't Coswin's name Royce? Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, you only heard it once, so if you don't remember it.
I didn't hear it once because I said it later.
So, how morally crushed are we?
Okay. So. So, guys, what do
Yes,
you want
Ben?
to do?
drink myself to death.
Cosmo can't drink. Can't get drunk.
Can't get
Forget.
drunk.
It
The
can't
rest of us
hang.
can go back and drink and forget. He can't.
How much XP do I need to get to level 6 again? Is it 15,000?
14,000.
14?
14, because I remember I was looking at it earlier, and I
Need
thought I leveled up.
14,000?
I thought I got to level 7, but no, I just got to level. I was just looking at level 6.
Exactly 14,000?
I think so. Hold on, let me check.
I'm level 6 from last time then. I went past it.
Well, like you and Hadrian are waiting to level up until you guys get back home right now.
I mean, they could just sleep here. There's nobody trying to attack them here or anything like that, and it's safe. There's nothing.
Yeah, that's what I asked about the other place, and everyone told me, "No, you stupid. Only if you're at like home." So.
Yep, 14,000 directly.
So
14,000.
you guys, the last hand, probably the hand. I don't know how many hours have passed of you guys pushing buttons.
Our existence.
Pushes the last button.
Whoever just tried, like erasing that, you can just like drag select
Click
and
it
then and then delete it. Now you have all these little bits.
You guys see that the mirror goes from a perfect reflection of the room. It shimmers for a second, and you can see another chamber on the other side of it.
Right. I guess.
And now it looks more like a window than a mirror.
Can we open?
Can we go through it?
You going to?
I'll send the owl first.
Okay, so you summon your familiar. Well, it's still on you, is it?
Putting on my shoulder. I just throw it at the fucking mirror.
So
This whole time my mic has been muted. I've been talking to you guys. Fuck it.
Oh. What did you say?
Is the fire still going?
yes.
Okay.
It's just, it's like a pleasant crackling. The
Whoever-
walls have some residual heat to it still.
Whoever
It's not pleasant crackling.
So
it's,
does that
it's
mean the
mocking
entire
me.
conversation that I actually got replies from NG a minute ago was just both of us talking to ourselves?
Wait, what? I couldn't hear you, Midge.
Oh my god, because you had like exact answer replies to stuff I was saying.
Wait,
What?
what did you say?
It was like when you were before everyone was back and you were talking about you and Sir Hadrian were talking about the whole we're kind of just shutting off thing. I've been talking for that entire
Crimson,
time.
yeah. Yeah, we didn't hear you at all.
Lux.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
So, I'm not going to kill the person who is owning this mansion because of the children now.
I'm gonna kill him because of the
I'm going to
numbers.
kill them because of this fucking.
What do the numbers mean?
Well, think of it this way: if Cosman had explicitly stated that he was writing them down as they appeared,
We
and
would
then
have
Tom
known even less.
dispelled them, I would have just had to been like, ooh, okay, we gotta end the session here so I can figure something else out.
Or 8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
God damn it! I hate that show so much.
So
Bang.
throw the owl at the mirror and
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
what do the numbers mean.
So you see the owl go in, zoom into this chamber for a second, and then you see a jet of green light slam into the owl and just.
Okay, good to know. It's trapped.
Hey, I guess it would have been great to have dispel magic right now.
Yeah, Cos, would have been great.
But
What is it? What are you doing? What are you blaming me for?
I don't
This
care
is-
now. I just.
this
want to
isn't
kill
my
things.
fault. This isn't my fault.
I have a question.
Oh,
If we
man.
take the
I'm
mirror off
making
if we take the mirror off the wall now and we move it, does the room
Mm-hmm.
does it have the same image?
Yeah, and like as you move towards it, as you move through, you know how when you move around a mirror, you can see the reflection coming in from different angles.
Yeah.
You could see different parts of the room, and as you take it down, you could see that on the opposite side of the room there is a
Child.
There is a gentleman wearing gold-plated armor, sitting in a chair. There are 4 children in the room on either side of the throne. There's 2 and 2. They have metal collars around their neck, and there are chains leading from the collar to the guy.
Do they look like?
Where did he touch you?
That we know.
Does the man look amused, like he just saw a couple of bumbling idiots sitting here for 2.5 hours, trying to?
Yes, he does look amused.
Is he amused by the fact an owl was just thrown at the mirror?
Is there an owl in there now?
No, it's
No,
it blew up.
It blew up.
All right, yeah, that's.
It's an
okay.
owl. It has a hit point. It blew up.
I'm gonna shout, "You motherfucker!" And I'm
Right,
gonna
no,
make
you're
my way
not.
towards the mirror.
All right, you shout, "You motherfucker!" and Rebecca walks through the mirror.
I'm walking.
That I'm
towards-
holding.
Does anyone want to stop him? Her.
Okay, I'm gonna hold it up ready for you to just evaporate on it.
All right, so you hold up the mirror, and Rebecca's going in.
Little did they know the button puzzle was how they turned against each other. The next 5 hours were
Okay, I
direct
just-
combat
I just
inside the
came up
mansion.
with the best name for this episode is going to be called Buttons of Doom.
What do the buttons mean, Mason? What do they mean?
I apologize, and I'm gonna have to
go
tell you
back.
this right now because we're just about at the end of this session, and it's gonna come up anyway. I made that easier after I realized how rough it was going.
What? Okay.
I'm
The
gonna
original
point-
the original puzzle was you had to do them in the reverse because of the mirror. You had to do them in the direction they appeared in the
Well,
mirror.
how did you expect us to get that without a visual aid? I couldn't even visualize it like with a cut. No,
And
no,
then
you're
when I realized, I abandoned that after like 20 minutes, and I was just like, okay, all they have to do is put it in the correct or the order that it appears, and it'll be fine. I was gonna do that but nobody at any point tried to touch the buttons multiple times.
Yeah,
so
it was
didn't
because the
work out.
trap always
Did you-
fired like. It was because
Well,
the
it's
trap
because
always-
every time you said like the button thing, it was so slow for
Yeah,
like the first
you made it-
hour. I thought the mage hand could only go that quick. And I was like, click.
No,
what
and
was
I
happening-
thought
Click.
it was like
Click,
the
and a
trap
couple seconds
fired
later-
every time we got it wrong. That's kind of what my thinking was.
It did fire every time you got it wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So, like when we held the number 1, it didn't work. When we pressed it, it didn't work. But like
Oh, yeah.
because we pressed it, it
A-
didn't feel
A
like.
good
you help-
tip for the forward thinking of the next puzzle is maybe as a clue that you wouldn't have to give us the direct answer would be when we press the 1,
It doesn't
say-
immediately fire the trap.
it
It
takes an
didn't
extra.
immediately fire the trap.
No. You didn't specifically call it. It takes an extra second to trigger. That would have said, "Hey, we're on the right path. We're getting it." One has to
I
be.
did say that. I said it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said it goes click, and then a couple seconds go by, and then the trap triggers.
Yeah, but you said
But
that.
Ben,
no
that's how
matter
you
what.
described every time we did that, though.
yes,
that
I
was-
know. That was the clue that you had to hit the buttons multiple times.
Can
But-
I go back to verbally chewing out the asshole who's sitting in the chair of child slavery?
You know what?
I want
Actually,
his armor,
hold on
though.
a second. You're gonna. See, I don't think we have the time. I think we just wasted that entire time on a fucking.
You guys,
trap.
we got 15 minutes left of this session.
18 minutes left. Can we kill this guy in 18 minutes?
You motherfucker made me waste 2 hours sitting in a room pushing buttons. I'm pointing my finger at him, just shouting at him, hysterical.
You guys are hearing Rebecca's voice
Just
reverberating
bellowing
around
at this guy
the metal
angrily.
chamber that you're in.
It's her time of the month. It's okay.
I think we gotta call the session.
Harry, I will end you.
Don't forget, I'm not here next week.
Yeah, so
Well, I mean, honestly, what could you do in combat in your
can we at
current
least
condition?
get into the confrontation before we end, guys?
A lot. I'm still combat efficient. Like I
Wow.
can still. I've still got. Okay,
His
I've
spells
got,
are unaffected.
No,
Oh.
they're not because we've wasted a lot on this house.
Yeah, a lot of spells went down on this room.
Hey, speak for yourselves. I'm still gold.
Oh, so am I.
blew her
I'm
level
still
3
gold.
spells.
Yeah, I saw my level 2 and level 1, which are all the damage dealing spells. Most
I
of my
think we
damage dealing
should,
spells
like-
are there.
Call it here.
No, I want to see this asshole's reaction to us finally getting.
No. Next week.
No.
Shh, 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 shh. Shh, 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 shh. So that's
And that's where we're gonna end it. You guys staring at this mirror with nothing but hatred and anger and frustration on your faces while he sits there in his throne quietly laughing at you.
I just get the image that he's got like a wine glass that's like half empty. He's just like, he's got an aerator as well. He's airing out the wine. He's taking time to do it. And he's just been sitting there. It's like with his fifth glass, and he's just.
Children.
Hey, that's where we're ending.
I mean, we just took a break 2 minutes before the end.
Well, I
Yeah.
think I needed it. I needed to go and look in the
Like
mirror.
I said, I'm not killing him because of the mass murder of children.
Oh
I'm
man.
not killing him because of now him using child slavery.
Well,
I think Ben. I
okay,
think Ben
I will-
learned something for GM this time.
I will.
Visual aids are
I
a
will-
must.
Okay,
I-
you say that, but it didn't help you guys at all. Once
No,
I
it
actually
did.
gave
I
to
would have
you.
never gotten that. I would have never
No,
gotten that
wouldn't
if I
have
didn't.
either.
You
If I
didn't,
didn't
though.
see them.
Perry did.
Anyway, we will see you sometime soon, guys. I hope you've all enjoyed this grueling episode
Kill
Oh
me,
my
please.
Dungeons and Dragons with this pile of fuckwits. We will be back another time, and yeah, goodbye from us.